beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 994.
Going live.
Doing it live. Doing it live. We're 2 weeks away from episode 1000. Two short weeks away.
Scott, you'll be in studio for
What's
that.
that?
Yes, he will be.
You know, I think I might be. I think I very well might be.
We've got plans for you, and it involves your balls.
Elaborate.
No,
Go on.
There's no we if I'm included. I have no plans. That's not a plan I had. He's making
So
this
just
up.
quick recap. Bill has plans for my balls. You do not.
Correct.
That's where we're at?
Yes,
okay.
that's where we're at.
That's where we're going to stay at for now.
Yeah, so, but I think we're playing some kind of newlywed game, right?
Probably.
Yeah, like a newlywed style game. And it could be Hannibal and
Okay.
Monty versus Scott and Adam. Let's do
And Joe and
Nice.
Jeff.
And Joe, yes! Oh my God. It's going to be insane.
That is fun, actually. I like that.
Yes.
I'm not sure who has been naked in the same room with each other. I think Joe and Jeff have been.
Yes,
like,
in the shower.
They basically bumped their nude bodies together in a bathroom. That Jeff shut the
In
door
which
on.
orientation?
Jeff was coming from the behind, and Joe was broke kayfabe for the first time. First time I've ever seen Joe lose a battle of gay chicken.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was in a hotel room shower.
Yeah.
Joe tries to test people by taking he did it in front of me too. I did not follow him into the shower room, but he just got totally naked in front of me. It was like he was wearing a towel, but he kept like putting his leg up up on something, and you could see like all of his junk flopping out.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, Joe will probably make a cameo too at episode 1000.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's,
But will his penis?
Maybe.
Probably. I got
Yeah.
plans for your balls.
Oh, my God.
Everyone give the stream a like, if you could. Do that. Everyone who's signed up for DP On Demand, there's a new episode being released tomorrow. It's an old school episode of the Ass Cast, starring Jim Ass, who, by the way, has contributed something to episode 1000. Little spoiler.
Ooh.
Yeah, Jim Ass has contributed something to episode 1000, so you won't want to miss that. But an episode of the Asscast for DP On Demand is going to be released tomorrow. You can sign up below and get $2 off your first month of DP On Demand. Just go down there, sign up. You don't want to miss it. And we also got Dusty the Cockatiel here.
He's a beautiful
It's
bird.
a beautiful bird.
Very beautiful bird. Sometimes he'll just put his butt right in front of the camera and take a poo.
Cloaca.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
One hole fits all.
Yeah. So I guess we'll start off with today's information. Here it is.
Oh, I love information.
Yes. Information.
Information.
I should turn off the goddamn internet. Whoa.
Oh, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Terry Von Helton's getting evicted.
Yeah, from his trailer.
Poor Von Helton.
Poor Von Helton.
He's literally poor, but also poor Von Helton.
Hold on. He doesn't own his trailer?
No, his mom did. She died and gave the trailer to somebody else.
And I think he got in trouble for elder abuse or something too.
He got in trouble for elder abuse?
I thought it was something like that.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know
I
the
read
story.
little blurbs here and there. I don't know all the
I
facts.
didn't read any blurbs.
Because he's so boring.
But he's an elder.
He'll put out a rare gem every now and then. It's like, oh, this is hilarious. But normally he's just boring. Like he's a very boring person. But every now and then there's like an absolute gem. So Nick Fuentes, there's a bunch of Nick Fuentes stuff, and some of it relates to the Ethan Ralph stuff that we covered recently as well. But Nick Fuentes, I guess, recently admitted that he had actually kissed a girl once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Traitor.
Now look at his reaction after admitting this, and the reaction of his audience. It's something else.
So I did it
Tell
once.
me they turned on
I
him.
made my point. I proved my point, and now I'm good. Now I'm done. All right?
A little one and done?
He was almost doing like a cornholio right there. I need TV for my butthole. You know?
What's this costume change? He's
trying to
done
sell
here?
the America First hoodies, so he's wearing them on camera.
Okay. And is he growing his hair out a bit? It doesn't look as tight as normal. It's
I
getting
think
a
he
little
just
curly.
rolled out of bed and didn't bother.
He's got hoodie
washing
head.
his hair, so he's just.
I guess
wearing
he's
a
got
hoodie.
hood head.
Hood head.
He's also showing off his "I kissed a girl" mustache.
It's a beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
beautiful
Fake
piece
cell.
of,
Call me a
real
fake cell all
estate.
you want. I'm an incel, all right? I know I'm an incel. My hero falls.
He's embracing
Imagine being a human being who is desperately trying to convince people that you're an incel. No. I swear to God, I'm an involuntary celibate. I swear that people don't want to fuck me. Please believe me.
He doesn't want his audience turning on him. They identify with him.
It was 9
Such a
years
bummer.
ago.
It was 9 years ago, and he's in his early 20s.
So what was he, 11?
He kissed a girl 9 years ago. He would have been about 15, 14, or
Something
15.
like that. I think he's like 22, 23.
Yeah, 13, 14, 15.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's 16 now, so he was 7.
Yeah.
If my
Kisses
math
don't
checks
count.
out.
Kisses don't
That
count.
means you're
if-
only, what, like 5 years older than him, Scott?
I'm like 4 years older than him.
Oh.
Kisses don't count if you traded like
Yeah.
candy for them, like Starburst or Skittles. They don't count.
Now that works in any scenario, you're saying?
If you trade candy for kisses, they don't count. That's kiss.
No matter what, no matter who the two people are.
No.
No matter the age gap between the two people, no matter the thigh gap between the two
Yeah.
people. Is that what you're
If I
saying?
was 100 years old and I gave Charlie DiCamillo or whatever that girl is from TikTok, if I gave her a fucking Snicker bar for a kiss, I wouldn't count.
Off the record. It's a lights out match.
It wouldn't count.
That's an AEW reference.
Ouch.
Easy mode. Breaking news. Fakest of the fake cell. Wannabe incel.
Wannabe incel.
But like I said,
He does want to be incel.
He doesn't need to want it, though.
I didn't choose to not want to be in a
I guess
relationship. I didn't.
At the end of the day, I'm sort of the same as him, but for very different reasons. Like, I would love to be an incel because I get so much pussy that I'm sick of it. Enough already. I would love the ease of being an incel.
I'm
but it's too
literally
different.
drowning in wet ass pussy. It needs to stop.
I know.
choose that, okay? I'm a misogynist, and I didn't choose that. I didn't choose to be born.
I'm a misogynist.
I've never touched a woman in my life. I'm stone cold to somebody. Yeah,
I'm
well, I don't even
stone
want that.
cold.
So.
What if Stone Cold's gimmick was that he was a stone cold incel, never kissed a girl?
That would be sick. He'd have sold even more Austin 316 shirts that way.
Austin 316 says girls are icky.
I don't want touch. I don't want a relationship. You know what I want? Total Aryan victory.
God damn it.
Okay. God damn it. Despite his best efforts, Nick is really winning me over. I gotta say, just when I got kind of mad at him, he is, at the end of the day, charming. I must say.
Can you imagine? Could you imagine if you were so weak, the only way you could achieve total Aryan victory was by not kissing girls?
Yeah.
What a weird path to victory.
I don't want touch. I don't want a relationship. What I do want is total Aryan victory.
Look, I'll settle for I'll settle for a white patriarchy and a blowjob. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what? Split the difference. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
That's all I want. I didn't choose that. All I want is revenge against my enemies and a total Aryan victory. Hugs and kisses, touch.
Okay, it kind of...
Hugs and kisses.
It kind of undercuts his point when he sort of has the giggles all the way through it.
A little bit.
Don't you think?
Sappy stuff, hand-holding, please. All I want is revenge.
Revenge against who?
He wants revenge for World War II is basically what he's saying.
Doesn't he know America won World War II?
Yeah, and that's the problem.
Then why does it say America first in his title? He should say...
It's actually Aryans first.
Yeah,
it's actually Aryans.
it might as well
He
be.
should say pre-1945 Germany first.
What you guys don't get is that Nick Fuentes is just trolling you. He's just joking.
Is that true? Is he trolling about the Aryan...
It's like, I'm trolling, but really I'm not, but really I am, but really I'm not. Just kidding, I am.
Meta-irony.
It's just this like steeped in irony bullshit that you grow out of once you turn 30.
It's the meta-irony that iDubbbz taught me about this week. Thank you, iDubbbz.
And an Aryan victory for my people.
You're not, I mean, like, no, you don't qualify, buddy. You don't
Your
qualify.
name is Fuentes!
Look, I'm not going to just kick
You'd have
people...
been first in line.
I'm not just going to kick people out of the Aryan race because they're not white. That's racist.
Yeah.
He looks like Squirt Reynolds.
Squirt Reynolds.
If you don't want it, it's Volcel. Nuh-uh, because I didn't choose to not want it.
I didn't choose to not want it.
That was like a riddle. Can we dissect that?
Yes, please.
If you don't want it, it's Volcel. Accurate. It's voluntary celibate if you don't want it. But and then what did he say to that?
It can be blind. It can be poetic.
I didn't choose to not want it. It's like a triple negative. I'm trying to work my way through it.
It can be swift. It can be blind. It can be poetic. I know it. I know the riddle, Riddler. It's boy kisses.
Ah, it was boy kisses the whole time. I thought it was the Sphinx.
Was it the Sphinxter?
Yes, the Sphinxter.
The doctor was his mother. Huh?
I was born incel.
That was it.
I was born involuntarily. And it's involuntary that I don't want that. Okay? So
he wishes he wanted it?
It's confusing.
So, it's a very complicated web we've woven here.
I'm just like Hitler. How dare you call me a fake self?
Wait, just like Hitler.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Hitler slayed. Hitler was Eskimo
Hitler got
Bros.
mad puss.
Hitler was Eskimo Bros with John F. Kennedy. They banged the same girl. That's huge.
The only reason Hitler did what he did was to get more pussy.
Yeah, Hitler told me in one of our Zoom chats.
Or at least better pussy.
In one of our Zoom chats, Hitler told me he did it all for the nookie.
That's true.
Nookie.
If Hitler were alive today, you would call him a fake self. How dare you?
He's laughing while he's saying this. This is all like a weird joke.
Hitler had tons of sex.
He finds himself hilarious.
Could have had any girl he wanted.
I don't
but he
disagree.
said, I don't have time for that.
No, Hitler had a bunch of time. Him and John F. Kennedy. John F. Kennedy, one of the most womanizing leaders of America, shared the same girl. That's a big deal right there.
Nancy
They
Pelosi.
both get
I
up
wish.
they both get up in Eva Braun. Who's the
It's not
who's
Eva
the common
Braun. I
factor
can't remember
here?
the girl.
Nancy Pelosi.
No, I'll look it up right now.
Nancy Reagan.
I remember the men,
Oh,
not the women.
damn.
Does that mean I'm gay?
Not that Hitler's my hero or anything, but you would have called Hitler a fake Sal.
Inga
What do you
Marie
mean?
Arvid Peterson. Inga Marie Arvid
Nice.
Peterson was a Danish-American journalist noted for being a guest of Adolf Hitler at the 1936 Summer Olympics and for her romantic relationship with John F.
Good
Kennedy
Olympics.
in 1941 and 1942.
All it says was she was a guest.
No, it says she meet Inga Arvid, the woman who stole Hitler's heart and dated JFK. If she stole Hitler's
That was
heart,
it was a very nice Olympics too until Jesse Owens ruined it.
how do you ruin it?
I don't know if there's literally a joke I can make
No,
at this point.
you can't.
That won't get this show immediately shut
Wasn't
down.
the entire plot line of Get Out started because Jesse Owens beat the old white guy in a at the Olympics or something?
Yeah,
and then he
pretty
he
much.
stole black people's bodies.
Yeah.
Jesse Owens went to Ohio State.
Brag.
Yeah. Yes. Here is Nick talking about wanting to possibly kick Ethan Ralph off Cozy TV because he doxes. So we'll check that out.
May have to kick him off Cozy though. If he's doxing people, we might have to get him off and he's going on Odyssey
he
anyway.
might
So
not.
honestly, it's not. He's got an exclusivity contract with Odyssey that goes into effect at the beginning of March, and I don't really think it's appropriate to dox people here. So I might have to look into that. It wouldn't be any hard feelings, but we can't have doxing on here. Just can't have it, especially when he allegedly doxed Augie, and Augie is a streamer on this platform. So I just friend or not friend, you just can't have that. So
You
put me
can't dox Augie.
in a tough
You can't
situation.
do that.
Not Augie.
Not Augie.
I'll have to talk to him privately about that and make a decision. I'll have to get to the bottom of it.
Was that was Augie? Was that Chris Elliott in Something About Mary? Was he Augie?
that was Augie, right?
Yeah.
No, or was it Woogie?
Woogie.
I think
it was Woogie. Yeah.
So look at Nick. He looks so distraught too.
Yeah, Ethan Ralph is one of his buds.
Yeah. Here's
Where's the giggle, Nick? I need my giggles back.
Here's a tweet from our Augie RFC.
Here's a tweet of Ethan Ralph denying doxing me to protect his position on Cozy TV. For your information, I do not care if he gets banned from Cozy or not. It's up to the website mods to figure that out. I'm just putting the information out there since apparently he wants to lie openly.
Yeah, because this is some guy that used to be on his side that talks shit about him, so he doxed him.
I mean, this doesn't mean Ethan Ralph is lying. Ethan Ralph probably was too drunk to remember.
That doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, they're calling him a liar. He's probably just so blackout drunk he doesn't remember doing what he did.
And that excuses everything.
What did the doxing entail? Did he post his home address? Or
I think it was his phone
his...
number here. It was his phone number here.
I heard he also did
You
Augie
can post
RFC
someone's
revenge
phone number.
porn too.
That's fine.
Here's Matt going off on Ralph.
Oh, okay. The Ralph retort. I asked you a question and you ran after you asked my input. I'm game for round 2. Get sober and let's set it up. After all, you don't want to seem like you ran from me twice now, do you? Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's so weird to see this happen with Matt Jarbo.
So what
is it though?
What are all these idiots mad at each other about?
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Is that too big a question? I can withdraw.
I'm trying to phrase it to the tune of the Big Bang Theory theme song.
Okay.
Problem is, I can't remember.
We appreciate.
I can't remember the Big Bang theme song.
We appreciate the Canadian content.
Yeah, I was just, but yeah, Matt Jarbo, 2016 or 17 or something, got in a call with Ralph on his stream, the Kill stream, and they got Matt to admit to false flagging people on YouTube,
He got him
reporting people
to show his flagging history.
Yeah, after him denying it for a long time, made Matt look really bad. Everybody pigpiled on Matt. Matt got away from that community and just did his thing. And now it's come full circle because Ralph is going up in flames everywhere.
He went to Portugal recently and got beat up.
And then
that's fun.
And then they had Mr. Medicare was talking shit to Ralph, and Ralph wanted to like speak to him, and Ralph wanted Medicare on the kill stream. Medicare said, "Nah, let's do it on Matt Jarbo's stream." Pretty sure that's how it went down. And then they did it on the stream together, and it was a big pig pile on Ralph moment. I, always defend the fattest person in the argument, so I was Team Ralph.
That's fair.
And
Team Ralph.
Even though Matt Jarbo
Team
is
Ralphie May,
he's not a tiny guy. Matt Jarbo's got a little bit of thickness to him. He's got a little thickness. So
but
I could have. Matt was a close second.
He got his man purse stolen too in Portugal. Ethan Ralph is
shit.
Ethan Ralph was pretty popular at one point, and he had like a group of trolls that would dox people for him, so people were afraid to say anything about him. And now, and that gave him kind of like the attitude that if anyone talked shit about him, he would just go nuclear on them every time. Like he did that to me. We had him on here with Vosh, and he was basically about to dox people that weren't even involved in the conversation. So I hung up on him, and then
I like that.
And then he went,
just like when in doubt, just like start doxing whoever. Honestly,
yeah. It's a little psycho, a little crazy. But he's also fat, so it's hard for me to not.
I know
support him.
you're torn between two worlds, and
yeah,
that's understandable.
I don't approve of doxing, but I love big bellies. I love gunts. I love shake 'em jelly booties.
You like a paunch?
Oh, a good paunch.
Yep,
I'll take a paunch. The head poncho.
So yeah, Ethan Ralph got really popular because he hilariously ruined Matt by doing what he did, and he rode that wave as long as he could for a while, like years. But then it turns out he flags people all the time.
Yeah, what's can't handle the Batniz? What's a Batniz?
The Bants.
Oh, he spelled Bants
yeah,
wrong.
the Batniz. I think he meant Bants. That's me.
Is the term
Probably.
Bants better than Batniz? Can't handle Bants?
barely.
Like Batniz sounds
negligibly.
like one of Batman's gadgets in his utility belt.
Yeah, this bitch can't handle the Batness, and you just
Alfred,
give her the
fetch me
Batness.
the Batness.
When Batman gives a girl the business, he give her the Batness. Oh
He's giving
yeah,
her the Batness.
about to whip
Alfred.
out this fucking go gadget screwdriver. Batman doesn't do gadget stuff, does he? He has a utility belt though.
Yeah, he's got all kinds of utilities.
You think
There's all
Batman?
kinds of toys.
You think Batman can make any superhero come?
I don't know, man.
Any?
I'm saying
Most certainly.
he's got a dossier on all their weaknesses. Do you think he has like all their kinks and erogenous zones mapped out too?
He is the world's greatest detective.
I'm saying that would be my line. If they let me write a line of Batman comics, Batman would just get like shot by an arrow from like, I don't know. There's got to be a DC comic version of Cupid. Like there's got to be, right? It's
Probably.
been around. So Cupid comes in,
Sure.
hits Batman with that love arrow, and he just has to make every villain come.
Everyone.
Everyone.
Here's Nick talking about he's going back on getting rid of Ralph from Cozy.
It's so annoying. And honestly, I'm busy. I'll look into it. We'll see. It's not my biggest priority. Okay, I'm getting ready for this conference. I'm being subpoenaed by Congress. Like, I got a lot on my plate right now. Niggas be like, did you hear what Ethan said about this one? It's like,
What was that?
All right.
I think you said Batniz.
I'm listening.
Hold on.
I got a lot on my plate right now. Niggas be like, did you hear what Ethan said about this one? It's like, really? Who cares? I've known Ethan Ralph forever. You think like him getting in a beef with his coworkers, I'm going to be like, you know what? I hate Ralph.
That's fair.
I don't
He's
endorse
known Ralph forever and condone Ralph's behavior forever. Why change now?
Exactly.
everything Ralph does. Obviously goes without saying, but, you know, Ralph is my friend, so... It is what it is, and
it is what it is. What it is.
You know, I don't love what Ralph does sometimes. You know, a little bit of a mess sometimes. But what, I'm going to throw him under the bus? You know, I don't support the doxing. I think that's wrong if that's true. But he's my buddy. Disavow the doxing, but he's my friend. And then I know he's not popular right now. I know he's very controversial right now. I know he's like melting down and he's a lol cow and everybody's getting their licks in. Everybody's fucking kicking him and all that. Okay. I hate when people do that. Some people say, I don't like that guy. F him. Yeah, I hate that guy. Okay, well, you know, that's your prerogative, but he's my pal.
He ain't heavy. Well, he is heavy. He's my brother.
He's literally heavy.
He's
and
actually
he's my
heavy,
brother.
but also my brother.
How can he reconcile this when, like, Ralph does all these things that he supposedly wouldn't approve of? Like the revenge porn? The Gunt revenge porn?
He's always made exceptions for anybody. Like the Catboy exception. He dude's slurping dildos, and he'll make an exception.
You never need to make an exception for Catboys. Catboy's gonna Catboy.
That's your prerogative.
And it's fine.
It's just gay when everybody's kicking somebody when they're down, and then they expect you to jump in too. Oh, Nick, you're still friends with him?
That is gay.
And by gay, he means
shit's
awesome.
gay.
Put the gay in gangbang. I don't know. I don't think you have to jump in and kick him when he's down either. Nick can support.
If he wants doxing on his platform, so be it.
If he can support Hitler, he can support Ethan Ralph. I'm not judging him anymore.
I was going to
than I already
say,
have.
like, I think the bar is fairly low as far as, like, disavowing people.
If he wants an environment on his platform where he selects the people who can be on it, he just wants people to be able to dox other people on the same platform. Plain and simple.
I'm thinking about applying for a Cozy TV account and becoming the alt-right. For funsies.
Oh, yeah.
It does seem fun.
Could you be alt-right?
I don't know.
Ooh, the alternative to the alt-right?
Yes.
I like that.
I'd be
the alt-right.
Who's that? Matthew McConaughey. I'd be the McConaughey. I'd be alt-right.
Right. I should jump in too because that's what everyone else is doing. That's what's popular. Well, but did you hear about what he did? Oh, well, yeah. No, now I hate him for sure.
You don't have to hate it.
Like,
yeah,
that
he does a lot of bad things, and I'm fine with it. Just say that. Just say, I don't, no matter what he does, I won't care.
Look, I know he's a cunt, but so am I.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's just so, if you're not a ride or die nigga, like, I just have no interest in being friends with you. So.
Well, then you're going to be
I don't know if Ralph is ride or die.
I know. I do respect his stance on that. I don't believe it, but the words he's saying, I agree with.
Absolutely.
For me, but, you know, it's so cringe to be like, oh, he did that? He's not my friend anymore. That's one thing if they betray you. It's one thing if they do something, I don't know, so heinous.
Sometimes
like
I think,
revenge porn?
Sometimes I think I pick the worst friends possible just to prove that I'm ride or die.
You know, maybe Nick is just afraid that Ralph will dox him. Or maybe Nick is afraid that Ralph will do other shit because, like, Ralph tried to ruin the life of his best friend recently, too.
Yeah, or maybe Nick is actually just desperate for friendship.
That might be part of it. I don't know. He has a bunch of little fellow incels of his.
Those are simps, though. They're not friends. There's a big difference.
Same difference.
Bullshit.
I don't really.
Spexo's a simp, not a friend to Nick. He's got a handful of.
How much of a friend is Ralph, though? Like, he'll stab all of anyone he's considered a friend.
But up until now, Nick and Ralph have been good friends, and Nick's not good at having friends, anyways. Remember, all his debate bros fucking hate him from high school. They all think he's a fucking dweeb.
I don't know.
Imagine thinking that about Nick. The gall.
You know, if anything, we could use less sex in the world, I think. I've had enough seeing
sex.
Sorry,
did he say sex or sax?
He means sex.
Is he anti woodwind?
Dude, if he's If he's popping off against Jazz now, he has to be stopped. I thought it was cute with the alt-right Hitler stuff, but if he's trying to come for Jazz, this is the line.
Yeah.
I'm drawing the line.
First they
Jazz.
First they came for my minority friends, and I said nothing. But then they came for my Jazz.
You better step off.
Not that I've ever had it. Not that I've ever had it. I'm an incel, but I think I've had enough with this sex-saturated society. I'm sort of, I'm over it. I
don't think Nick's wrong here. I think there's a lot of useless, worthless,
Let's get this
pathetic
goal
sex.
moving for them sweet.
Good card, thank you.
Thank
Guys,
you,
let's get us to 33%, please.
Way to go, Coop.
If we can get to 33.3%,
that's 1/3 of the way there.
If we get 1/3 of the way there, you know what I'll do? I'll go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
That's
way to incentivize.
Is that a promise or a threat?
Take it how you want it. But yeah, I think there's a lot of people that have miserable, pathetic sex that shouldn't be had anyways. Some people just do it because of.
Well, he's talking about just talking about the subject in general or portraying it in art. You know, like
I'm very. I think I've seen enough.
Have you seen Euphoria? Until you've seen Euphoria, you haven't seen
from
enough.
society. Niggas logging on to talk about, man.
He's getting a little more into that now, you know?
Why is he keep
Getting
dropping
very, I would describe it as cavalier.
Don't remember that we still love sex. It's like, do we? Do we? Do we?
Poot poot.
Not me.
Yes. Thank you, Rat Lord Alcaraz.
Not me. I'm an asexual incel. I don't know what you're talking about, pal.
I'm an asexual incel that gives goo-goo eyes to cat boys.
Yeah.
Tries on jackets with them.
Which I'm not against. If I was asexual, I'd be more inclined.
Montages.
If I was asexual, I'd be more inclined to do the gay accoutrements that come with being homosexual.
Yeah.
Having bromances. I'd be more likely to fall into the bromance territory because I knew it wouldn't lead to anything. Unless I led them on.
That's true. It's like being gay but safe. Like, it's the best of both worlds. Like, you don't have to talk to women, and you can hang out exclusively with dudes, but not worry about accidentally having gay sex.
Yeah, because at some
point...
It's
kind of perfect, actually.
At some point, if you're gay, if you're gay, you go on all these dates with guys, and they're going to fuck you. That's just how math works.
Oh, they're going to fuck you.
But if you're asexual, you can go on dates with guys all the time and be like, oh, sorry, I'm asexual. Yeah. And they're like, oh, I didn't know that. I thought you wanted to fuck. But nope, just like dating. They're like, okay, well, put on jackets together.
I think we fucking cracked the code here, boys.
Oh, shit. I don't know if you want to watch this. This is Susan Wojcicki's, corporate, look what we accomplished.
How long is it?
Sounds pretty Polish to me, but I don't know.
I don't know. It's like 5 minutes long.
Let's see what YouTube has in store for our future and tear it apart and see exactly how hard it is going to be for the next year to make a living on this platform.
Hi, everyone.
Dusty's like, fuck that.
We've seen amazing things in the YouTube community over the last year.
Sure have.
Creators have shared their voices, built businesses, and brought the world together in meaningful ways during very tough times. And as we look forward, we're focused on helping grow our platform in the year ahead.
The creator
We've seen
economy.
Incredible growth on YouTube. We're also seeing significant momentum with shorts. We've now hit 5 trillion
Well, that
all-time
sucks.
views
All our
on
videos are 2+ hours.
Yeah, that has nothing to do. I mean, it's just them trying to compete with TikTok. It's like if I wanted to do TikTok, I would just go do it on TikTok. I think. I don't know.
How long are shorts?
I think like 30 seconds or less, something like that.
If you guys figure out how long shorts are, you guys should all
salute your shorts.
Edit together your favorite short length clip of any episode of Drunken Peasants and send it in to us, and we'll upload it to the shorts category and steal your content.
Yep.
That's true.
And creators are significantly
I'd say my shorts are what, like 12, 13 inches probably?
The global
Add a
economy.
couple extra inches
The number
hanging
of
out that
channels
leg
around
there,
the
huh,
world
Scotty?
making more than $10,000 a year is up 40% year on year.
Creator making more than $10,000 a year is up 40%.
Yeah.
Interesting.
At least that's what they claim.
It's definitely not enough creators making a living, $10,000 a year, unless you're like in a third world country making $10K a year. You're fucking pootie pie over in the middle of Bangladesh.
We've been working to expand the opportunities available to creators to connect with our audiences. And there are now 10 different ways for creators to make money on YouTube. And more creators are earning money from our non-ads products than ever before.
There's literally almost no rhyme or reason to like which videos get monetized and which don't. Like, unless it's just blatant stuff. I've seen stuff get through that I was worried about, and I've seen stuff that like I wasn't worried about that didn't make it through. And I've had like videos on one channel that are monetized, and I'll upload them to another channel, and they get rejected. There's
it's completely arbitrary.
Yeah,
it's such bullshit.
YouTube channel memberships and paid digital goods were purchased or renewed more than 110 million times. We're also looking further ahead to help creators capitalize on emerging technologies, including NFTs, while enhancing the experience creators.
Yeah, they're getting into NFTs now.
You're talking.
It's going to be everywhere, like even worse than it is now. You know what? I'm gonna make NFTs too.
Everybody's gonna need NFTs like in the future. If you want to get a burger at McDonald's, you have to spend an NFT on it.
That sucks.
Fans have on YouTube.
Improve.
We're giving creators.
What
more
if they're
control.
gonna have NFTs that give you a better Happy Meal toy at McDonald's, and so parents got to get this big time NFT just to get their kids the whiny little fucking burger box?
That's ridiculous.
And we're working
The burger
behind the
box.
scenes to look hard at our policies and make sure that we're drawing the line in the right places. And we're also hiring more people so we can expand our experiment to provide creators more detail about policy violations, like timestamps.
Or any detail about policy violations, you pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Can you think of the last time something like NFTs was blanket released across all these corporate platforms and didn't take off?
Pogs.
Pogs were not in a damn yearly review video for what was the biggest company in '92?
Probably Walmart.
No.
Probably the Atlanta Braves.
Here are a few areas that we're
Atlanta
They had a
investing
good
in this
early
year.
'90s.
They did have Pogs actually. MLB
Last year,
had the
we
full set
started
of
rolling
Pogs.
out a new feature that lets you remix audio from across the platform. In months ahead, we will
Hold on,
expand
go back.
Yes,
a little bit.
go back.
Go back
for
like
Scott.
5 seconds.
It's very important. Scott gets to call
back,
this
like-
one out. I was letting you hit it.
What's going on in the top left there?
I'll tell you what's going on there.
What's the situation?
I'll tell you what's going on there.
So bunny woman.
That's a little bun woman, and that's literally the future of the metaverse is bun women.
That bunny's got tits. Can we agree the bunny's got tits? That's all I
So
want.
now, in order to compete with TikTok, they're going to do copyrighted music for the shorts, but they probably won't let you get away with it in a regular YouTube video, right? Is that what
Are
they're
you
doing?
now allowed to include furry porn? That's my question, because that's going to affect my content a lot, actually.
Do shorts get monetized?
Yes. She was just saying that. Just in a different way. Yeah.
And what if they split monetization with their original audio?
across the platform. In months ahead, we will expand this with even more exciting ways to remix YouTube content. And we're giving Shorts creators ways to make money through our Shorts Fund. Over
The
40%
Shorts
of
Fund.
creators
Anything
who
to compete with TikTok.
Payment from the fund last year were not in the YouTube.
I remember when Snapchat was a big thing. YouTube made basically like a Snapchat type feature for a little while. They do it all the time. I remember when they tried to become Facebook because Facebook was so big. They created
Oh yeah, they did do that.
Google Plus.
The abject failure.
And
of
you had
Google
to
Plus.
create a Google Plus account to use YouTube for a
That
good
was
amount of
fucked up.
time.
Unacceptable.
Yep.
Yeah, and like the reason Instagram videos exist is because of Snapchat.
Yeah.
Partner program previously. Last year was an incredible year for music on YouTube. We passed a huge milestone
Was
in
it?
2021. YouTube now has more than 50 million music and premium subscribers, including trialers.
It's just them trying to compete with Spotify, basically. There's
50 million people are paying for music and or premium on you. Imagine giving YouTube $1.
I pay for premium.
The very idea.
There's YouTube
The
TV
very
also. People are getting their cable TV through YouTube
I like
also.
paying for premium. I know that premium users they don't get ads, and that their view
More like creamium
their
users.
view to the channel they view is actually pays more than an ad does, anyways. Premium views are always bigger. than ad views. On the dirty channels, at least. I don't watch those safe ass channels.
The dirty channels.
You mean like Spider-Man giving an enema? Those kind of channels?
No, but I would watch.
The incredible
Now that you
strides
brought
in the
it up, I have
evolution of
something to put in
gaming on
my
YouTube
calendar.
has recently brought over creators to live stream exclusively on YouTube.
Yeah. So why
to compete with Twitch?
Right. And they're gonna bring their viewers over that are only gonna watch them. Like it's not like it's.
It's Pokemon Day.
I don't care.
Pokemon was supposed to make a big announcement a couple of days ago.
We're building out our live experience
210,
with better
shout out to
discoverability and more chat features. And we'll also roll out one of our top requested features, gifted memberships.
Porn.
Okay, so gifted memberships, Twitch does that, gifted subscriptions, which could help.
Yes.
Because,
Sure.
we do the post show for all of our members, all of our channel members. And by the way, if you're not, if you didn't catch the last post show and you're either a channel member or you are a $10 or more patron, we did an hour-long post show, me, Billy, and Joe, after the last show. You don't want to miss it. We got into some cool stuff. We watched something that we didn't want, like, I didn't want to watch on, well, two things, like, that we didn't watch on YouTube. We watched, all of us, we watched the clip where Mundane Matt said his favorite movie is or his favorite Indiana Jones movie is Raiders of the Lost Ark, but his favorite movie is The Temple of Doom. That's what Mundane Matt said.
Hold on. That's a Fuentes-esque riddle. Let me
He said
let me parse that.
Yeah.
His favorite Indiana Jones movie is Raiders.
Yep.
His favorite movie is Temple of Doom.
Yes. And on the last episode, Joe claimed that like nobody called Matt out for it at the time. We went and watched it. I don't know if I want to spoil it for anyone that hasn't seen the post show. I don't know, but we watched the truth.
Yeah.
Of what
Ben
happened.
and I both called him out immediately.
Everyone there.
Yeah, we all called him out.
Yeah.
But specifically, I jumped on his shit right off the bat. And because he also kind of called me out on, I'm going to say something that will trigger Billy.
He did say that
So he kind of
first,
called me out.
before he even said it.
And then Ben said the exact same thing Joe said in the car ride over here when he brought up that clip.
That is so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said my favorite restaurant is McDonald's, but my favorite fast food restaurant is Burger King.
That's literally exactly what Joe had said on the car ride here. So I don't know if he watched it and like subconsciously stole it from you.
He repressed the memory.
Yeah, he not only did he think that we didn't
It gave him
respond to the
trauma.
comment, he stole our responses and made them his. That's funny.
Yeah, this was during the first DP 24-hour show.
Episode. You know
we
what?
had Matt on, and Matt said that when we were... Like, Matt was asked what his favorite movie was. And he said Raiders of the Lost Ark, and people were like, oh, we can't argue with that. That's good. It's good for what it is.
Sure.
And then he was like, but guess what? This is really gonna trigger Billy. Is how he said it. And then he's like, but my favorite Indiana Jones movie is The Temple of Doom. And everyone's like, ah! Like that.
What are you talking about?
And here's now knowing what I know. And Matt, even in the live chat the other night when we were talking about
He
him
defended
and Ralph,
it.
He had said in the chat that the Raiders was his a better movie or something. It was a better Indiana Jones. He like reworded it this new time around. But I guess Temple of Doom was not originally an Indiana Jones film. It was another film that was applied to Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
So maybe he was trying to be like smarmy, smart insider.
It's like a Super Mario 2 situation.
Yeah, so...
Was that 2 or 3 that was not made?
2. 2 was supposed to be like an Alibaba game.
Huh.
That's why there's so much sand in it.
I was hoping that Jorbo might come on as a guest last episode, and that Billy would start calling him Fundane Fat again.
Should we have Fundane Fat on the show again?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Let's reach out to Fundane Fat and get him back on.
Fundane fat.
Matt's my buddy. I like Matt. I stuck by Matt very cowardly the entire time.
Very cowardly.
Yeah, not in
Nice.
public, but in private, I'd say, "Hey, Matt, hold in there, man."
Hey, buddy.
There, buddy.
You doing
Everybody
good? I'm
falls
with
down.
you.
Everybody
Don't tell
falls down
anyone I'm
sometimes.
supporting you. But
Yeah, but don't tell anybody about this, or I'll tell them that you and Onision touched me.
There's video evidence. Here's Trumpster Bob talking about the Ultimate Warrior.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit!
finally.
Wrong one.
That's not.
Here
You're
we
a
go.
liar. There we go. XFL show.
Not
Okay,
the ultimate
big day.
warrior.
Big day.
That
I'm liking it.
faggot AIDS carrying.
Oh, hold on. We gotta start it over again.
What?
Don't
What?
talk over it.
Not the ultimate warrior. That faggot AIDS carrying motherfucker. Not him.
AIDS carrying.
You know, the guy before him that.
You know what's funny is I'm pretty sure I heard Ultimate Warrior use these exact same words against
other
That's
people.
the
gays.
thing. Warrior was on your side, Bob.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or was he?
He gave a speech at the University of Connecticut, which is called Yukon, which always throws me off because it makes me think of the Canadian territory. And I'm like, what's he doing in the Yukon? Anyway, he gave a speech as part of a speaking tour at Yukon and spoke the immortal words, "Queering doesn't make the world work."
Joke's on him.
Joke's on him. He's fucking dead.
I fucked a dude out of orbit. Let's go.
Oh man, Randy Savage. Hell yeah, it was a badass motherfucker.
He was. All right, I agree with Bob. Bob's very smart.
I mean, sure, Savage is better than Warrior, but like, for opinions so strong, where does that come from?
You know how Bob?
He just makes things up, and it always involves people being gay.
You know how Bob really wants to look at
guess so.
people's buttholes, and
Ultimate Warrior
I do
was
know that.
a pinnacle of physical fit condition, right?
I mean,
he was perfect.
Perfect.
He was perfect.
He was no Mr. Perfect.
Billy.
Not at wrestling.
He wasn't Mr. Perfect.
He died young. This doesn't sound too healthy to me.
Probably
I
the roids.
love that he dropped dead on the street the day after he got inducted into the Hall of Fame.
It was the
that's
day after the
fucking
day after,
awesome.
right? Because he did the Monday Night Raw.
He
was like, everyone's
he got inducted
heart
on
will
like
one
the
day
Saturday,
beat
then
their
did
final beat. He literally said
He
that.
did
and
like
then
a
died of
big
a heart attack the next day.
Yeah. He did a big speech
And
on
he looked
Raw
like
on the
shit.
Monday and died on the Tuesday.
He looked
Yeah,
awful.
and looked like he was going to die on Raw.
Yes.
I love that Jake the Snake Roberts outlived all these guys. I was so worried about him and
Jake
Scott
was
Hall.
on national TV yesterday.
Yeah, so proud of him.
You know, oh, I'm sorry for interrupting. Go ahead.
I thought him and Scott Hall were gonna die like 25 years ago. I felt so like.
Oh, for like this is a topic that comes up in my circle regularly. Like the Mount Rushmore of I can't believe they're not dead wrestlers. You go Jake Roberts, you go Scott Hall. I'd say Lex Luger's in the mix.
Ric Flair.
Okay.
I'd say Flair's in the mix. I'd say Perry Saturn's in the mix. I'd say Marty Jannetty's in the mix.
Perry Saturn had actually disappeared for a while and was thought to be dead, and then just showed up in like a homeless encampment.
He's like, yeah, I'm here, guys.
That's so
So
crazy.
that's why he's on
You
there.
know who really needs to be in the Rushmore and doesn't get enough credit?
Who we got?
Kurt Angle.
Yeah, that's true.
Sure. There was
he
a
said
good-
he was doing like 100
like
pills
Kurt
a day.
Angle was a fucking junkie.
Yeah.
He got kicked out of WWE at like the peak of his career because they thought he was gonna die.
Yeah.
Yes. They're like, we can't, like, after Eddie Guerrero, like, we cannot have another world champion die on our watch. You got to go, Kurt.
You know what I thought was really messed up? That maybe they should change. Maybe WWE can get canceled for this. Back in the day, but pre-Hulk Hogan, WWF, Bob Backlund went to Japan and wrestled Antonio Inoki. And Antonio Inoki beat him and was the WWF champion for like, I don't know how long, a couple weeks or something. And
yeah, in like the 70s and 80s, they did all kinds of like fake short title changes.
And like, it was never recognized. So
Yeah.
it's on it. So like, who was in charge then? Was it Vince Sr. or Vince Jr. at that point?
In the 70s?
At that point, like right before right before I think Iron Sheik beat Bob Backlund, the title was vacated for a minute there, and Bob Backlund got it back.
That'd be Vince Sr.
Yeah, and you can't just get a title shot. You have to get passed by the committee. So Bob Backlund put the belt up without the committee's approval.
No, that's not true.
It's kayfabe.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, they were just like, they didn't even recognize it, though. It's like one of the few documented title changes, especially that early, that they just don't even recognize. And there's something...
It's like a little asterisk. Yeah, there's your...
Yeah, and I'm guessing there's probably a reason why, just given, like, the history of most of these men here. You know, Buddy Rogers first, and then, Inoki.
No, they're saying it's the National Wrestling Alliance World Wrestling Federation title there.
Yeah, it was.
It was still
they went back
part of it at that time.
So when Buddy Rogers got the title at first, they had split because Buddy Rogers was the former NWA championship. He had.
Then they kind of rejoined in the 70s.
Yeah.
You know what's been stuck in my head for like the last month?
It's WWE's racism, by the way.
The song "We Don't Talk About Bruno" from Encanto, and then the idea that for like 20 years WWF didn't talk about Bruno Sammartino at all. Like, I can't get the two things out of my head.
Bruno Sammartino was like accusing Vince of being like giving everyone drugs. And
and all I can think of is Vince McMahon and fucking Hulk Hogan and everybody backstage singing, "We don't talk about Bruno, no." I can't. It's all been literally in my head. Those two specific things in my head for a fucking month.
So,
I gotcha.
Scott, from Buddy Rogers all the way to Iron Sheik and all the guys in between.
Yeah.
Who do you rank number one?
Oh, in that group?
Yes.
Probably Bruno.
You would? I feel like even though he didn't hold the title as long,
Superstar Graham guy?
I was going to say that.
Yeah.
And you wanted to call WWE racist for not giving Antonio Inoki the belt?
Well, they don't recognize it, so I don't even consider him.
They're not racist.
With it's same as that Inoki reign. If you look at Flair's like early 80s,
it was with a bunch of Japanese
NWA
guys.
reigns. And like anytime he goes to the Caribbean and defends the title, he loses the title to whoever he's defending against, because if he doesn't, there will literally be a riot in the stadium, and then he just like gets it back later. Like he lost to Carlos Colon, it's not recognized. He lost to Jack Veneno, it's not recognized. Like he's got so many like just like 2-day like little gaps in his reign because he had to lose or else he'd get murdered.
How else did he become 50-time world champion or whatever too? Like he's always losing.
But like those ones don't even add to, if you count all of those, I think he's like 22 instead of the 16 they recognize. Yeah.
So
I
put Stan Stasiak at the bottom too, by the way.
Scott, can you name 3 pro wrestlers that were killed gangland style?
Dino Bravo.
Yes, like Dino Bravo, Ricky Dozan, and Bruiser Brody.
Do you think Bruiser Brody counts gangland?
I mean, it's not gangland; it's just one fucking dude, but it was a gangland style.
Yeah, they all like protected. They protected the guy, right?
Here,
yeah,
the guy that did it.
If you count, if you acknowledge the territory of Puerto Rico as a gang, then yes, it was a gang.
Barrio.
We're gonna move on.
Barrio.
Here's a guy that we've played on the show for years now, like way over the years. We call him Kinky Joe, and he was he like denied he was like a false flag guy. Every time there was like a shooting, he would say it's false flag. Even like the Sandy Hook thing, the thing that Alex Jones got in big trouble for. Here he is.
That was a good one that he had to apologize for.
So I just came from my local Walmart.
No shit.
It's 11:30 at night.
Are those banquet corn dogs back there, or they're Hot Pockets? God damn it! I should have known.
People don't normally do this, you know, like take a video of their groceries and post it on YouTube.
It was 10:30.
Every time my
bragging
food
about
stamps
your
would come
Walmart
when
purchase.
I got out of the store, but
every time my
ran
food
into
stamps would come in, I'd take a picture of my Walmart haul.
pretty young lady who was having some car troubles in the parking lot. So
With
of
him,
course I had
it's
to help her
Social
out.
Security.
Anyway, I went in there just for some water. I just wanted to pick up some bottled water because I'm out. And then while I was there, I thought, well, I might as well stock up. So I started walking up and down the aisles, and I got all of these groceries into my cart. There's all kinds of things in here.
Is that like a lot of Kraft singles? Is that a lot of processed cheese just to the left of the milk?
Yes, that's a metric fuck ton of processed cheese.
That's a lot of processed cheese.
There's like 6 bricks, and I see where are the loaves? Where are the loaves?
Where are the fishes?
How is it going to make grilled cheese without the loaves?
Billy, I got bad news about this guy. This guy's going loose cheese.
What?
This guy lives in Kentucky, and he's made videos where, like, because in Kentucky you can walk around open carry, and people have like kind of called him out for that. But he's also made this one video where he was like driving a semi, and he claims this woman was like flashing her boobs at him and stuff, and he's like, if you see this video, hit me up.
You know what? This guy,
it was a missed connections on Craigslist.
Yeah,
this guy's got like 6 boxes minimum of Klondikes. That might be more. Klondikes.
That's a lot of Klondikes.
I think he's ripping these Kraft singles, layering them on the Klondikes, and having a cheesy, creamy bar.
Ben, what's the issue? It's a lesbian woman who wears too much makeup. A Klondike.
What would you do at a Klondike bar? Well, I'd get some fucking paint on my taint. I'd get some paint on my taint, that's for sure.
Some pee on the T.
I'd have her take her little fucking red nose off, place it on the tip of my dingle dong, and lick the shaft, leaving a fucking Technicolor paint job all up my dick and balls. That's what I'd fucking do at a Klondike bar, because I represent feminine, you know. I've been in so many situations where lesbians thought I was just an alpha mama.
Well, especially when you're dressed in your Shanny for Christ character.
Yeah, I mean,
who could blame?
I tuck the dingle dong back a little bit, and then I tell her it's a giant clitoris. Like, no, it's a big old honking clit. Go down on me.
Ain't you seen China? It's not even as big as hers.
Yeah, it's no big deal. Billy, you're already a Klondike. We're talking about Klondike bars, you fucking asshole. They're ice creams. Why does everybody got to make ice creams rude? Seriously.
Why do people got to be like that?
You're all pissing me off. I was trying to point out this guy has like a metric fuck ton of Klondike bars and a metric fuck ton of Kraft singles. And what I think might be a tub of potato salad next to the Kraft singles. I'm analyzing.
Might be.
Do you know what this guy wants? This guy wants constipation.
This Walmart purchase is a suicide note.
Yes. Literally, if I look at this, the last thing I'm ever going to do is have like a freedom turd, you know? Every shit I take from the moment after I bring these bags home is going to be part of the struggle.
300 items, I think, altogether. Okay. So I get to the register, and none of the lights are on. 24 registers, none of the lights are on. I said,
yes, he's out of breath. Look what he fucking eats.
That's true. That's true.
You know, is the store open?
He is a chonker.
And this lady...
He sounds like a chonker. You can hear it with some people.
But you have to go to self-checkout. All the registers are closed.
He's like out of breath just by existing.
I've dealt with that self-checkout device, and I don't mind fighting with it if I'm going to buy a single item like a tube of toothpaste or a can of soda or...
So did you make someone who wasn't supposed to be working a register work the register?
Or, maybe a box of Kleenex or something. But I was not about to check out, 18 bags of groceries and all this other stuff in the self-checkout. So I said very politely, okay, you have 2 choices. You can temporarily take somebody off of what they're doing to ring up this cart full of...
This doesn't sound polite because you let in with, all right, you got 2 choices.
I said politely.
Here's the fucking deal.
Yeah, here's the fucking deal, I said politely.
Groceries, or you can take someone off of what they're doing for the entire night to put all of these items back, because I'll just walk out the door. Well, suddenly she found an employee who was available to come.
Okay, so he's literally threatening Walmart cashiers with, you just lost yourselves a purchase. Who fucking cares?
Well, this is the great thing too.
They're
like,
not on commission, pal.
Here's the big thing. If you ask for help, they'll just come do it.
Right.
They like you
He's
don't
like
have to
negotiating.
You have to give them an ultimatum.
Yeah, they will help you.
Power trip, pecker dad. What the fuck?
Open up register number 1 and ring me up. Now, I like Walmart, and I know that they do a good job to give people a good value, and it's a 24-hour store, and that's all
Hawkeye
convenient.
Boots says people need to stop being scared of self-checkout. Look, self-checkout always fucks up when I use it. I hate self-checkout, and every time I go to self-checkout, I steal 1 or 2 things. Just for
But you
principle.
got to steal a couple things.
It's taxation.
That's the agreement.
That's taxation without representation. If they don't represent somebody scanning my shit.
The social contract is you get to steal like 2 or 3 mid-range things.
I'll steal two things. I'm not big stuff either. I'm just like, oh, here's a fucking gold bar
mid-range.
and some jujubes.
Yeah, you don't steal a bicycle.
Yeah, here's I'll just throw like an Xbox 2 in there and some jujubes.
An Xbox 2. Nobody's getting hurt by an Xbox 2.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh, here's Donkey Kong Country and some jujubes. I'll steal it.
But you never, in a Walmart, close down every cash register in the store if it's a 24-hour store. Because somebody is going to come in there in a wheelchair, or they're blind, or they're handicapped,
They'll
or they're
all
in a hurt.
fucking help you, dude. They'll just ask, say, can I get some help and be rung up? I can't do these things. And maybe they'll ring it up for you at the self-checkout line, but they'll have somebody come do it for you. They have no problem servicing you if you're disabled, if you're elderly, if you're a fucking cunt. They'll help you. It's Walmart. They're already miserable. They will be more miserable for you because it's at least a new form of misery.
Yeah, I personally never use self-checkout because I enjoy the feeling of making someone do something for me, and I don't want to lose that.
Yeah. I like to feel entitled at Walmart. It's the only place I can go where I think people might take pictures of me and post it on a website. It's the only place
That
I
could
can go.
happen.
It's the place I can go where I think my underwear are cleaner than somebody else
I couldn't even tell
in the
you
store.
the last time I went to Walmart. I couldn't tell you.
It's the only place I go where I feel like I could fuck half of the women there. Not physically, but consensually. Physically, I don't think our parts would stick together. They're all so fat and so am I.
Some of it would be geometrically impossible.
But they would all
Geometrically
they would consent. They would consent. That's what I'm saying.
They would consent. Yeah.
And
They actually don't allow Walmarts in Vancouver because of the element it attracts. So I don't shop
want
there.
to try
General
and
Martok says, Billy, quoting Billy, they're saying, I said this. DP viewers are classless Walmart shoppers. Look, I know you said it, but I'll vouch that one. You guys all,
You'll vouch
I'll vouch that one, dude.
Not entirely true. Not all DP viewers are classless Walmart shoppers, but every DP viewer who shops at Walmart is classless. Those two go together.
I'm just teasing. I don't know where the fuck you guys shop, and I really don't care.
Sometimes I go to Amazon Fresh.
Whoa, Ben. You're going to make everybody jealous because
There's nothing special about it except for you don't have to go to checkout.
Yeah.
You just walk right out. That's the only perk of it. It's not higher quality.
These people are over here doing self-checkout, and you're doing no checkout. You're living in the future.
take an order like this.
I'll shop at any independent grocer as long as they're more expensive than Whole Foods. Like that's my cutoff. It's got to be
self-checkout items,
above
scanning
Whole Foods.
items and weighing them, and please wait for a cashier for assistance. We got to weigh the bananas, or we got to count the number of Klondike bars you bought, or whatever.
You bought a lot of Klondike bars, you fucking
I'd
psycho.
just be curious. I would watch. I would count your Klondike bars out of curiosity.
Kidding me? So this pretty young girl came over and opened up a cash register.
Pretty
And
young girl
she rang me
came
up, and I bought $305 worth of groceries,
which is a lot at Walmart.
From Walmart.
Your Klondike bars are gonna fucking melt, you idiot.
Yeah. Put them in the freezer, you shit.
Yeah.
If Walmart
Stop
is watching
talking
this
about
video,
your dumb Walmart purchase.
I know. What the hell? This video is so long too. It's like you have ice cream, you moron, that goes directly in the freezer.
no. You might want to make it a corporate
not Darth
policy to
Vader.
always have one cash register available.
No,
with
it's
the person
not a corporate
standing there.
policy. Here's what corporate policy is. If someone asks for help, they will fucking help you. That's corporate policy. Why do you need someone standing there the entire time when 98% of people are planning to steal anyways at the checkout line and don't want the fucking woman there to see them? You can't steal because all you have is giant bricks of cheese and Klondike. You can't slide that in your pockets, you Rubatunsky. Your gun's filling up your pocket area, you fat shit.
In case somebody wants to buy something like this. Now, if I'd have walked in the door, and when I walked in, they said, sir, all of our registers are closed, so anything you'll buy, you'll have to go through self-checkout. I would have bought one thing of water, done the self-checkout, and left the store, and I had to come back for all this another day.
Fucking Magicus.
Okay.
Magicus
Then
is like, this
fucking
guy
do
has
that
a
with your
legitimate
fat
complaint.
liver-spotted hands.
What's Magicus's legitimate complaint?
He says this guy has a
up?
legitimate complaint.
Which complaint?
No, you're fired. You're fired. Get out.
Magicus, this
Get
guy
out of my
could
chat.
have. This guy. Do you think they should have somebody working at the register 24 hours a day as policy?
I
Is
smell
that
a
his?
debate.
Is that his legitimate complaint, Magicus?
I smell a debate.
Because he can just talk to anybody in the store and they'll send an associate to help him. I know Walmart's stupid about that. Everybody there is miserable and subservient to the Walton family, and they'll do it.
All right. Magicus, you want to come on and explain?
You want to come on, you fucking top tier?
Yeah. Get in the waiting room. Let's do it.
Give me 2
All
minutes.
right. I don't know how he can defend this position.
I don't know how he can finish jerking off to the thought of talking to me in 2 minutes.
Yeah, he's got to hurry up.
Give him a sec. Give him a sec.
I see people saying Klondike bars suck. So we're gonna have a debate here, and I guess the topic is whether or not this guy's complaint about a store that sells groceries not having any cashiers late at night, and it's all self-checkout.
Everybody's in the damn chat acting like their ice cream is better than somebody else's ice cream. It's ice cream, guys. Why do we have to fight about ice cream? You know what's worse? You know what's worse than any ice cream? No ice cream.
Not ice cream.
I literally
Exactly.
came in here with ice cream. I got a keto ice cream today. I ate it at the beginning of this show because I was preparing to fucking own Magicus. And I knew I needed some ice cream in my belly to do it. Not because I couldn't do it without ice cream, but why should I have to do it without ice cream?
Yeah.
I'd like to debate you that lactose-free ice cream is even ice cream.
Who is this lactose free?
That's fucking.
He said it's
fucking
keto,
trash
so it's
food.
like carb
Yeah,
free
it's
or
keto.
whatever.
I'm looking at the
It says
words
lactose-free.
lactose-free on the
But the number one ingredient is cream.
Here's Magicus. Here's Magicus.
Magicus, state your case.
Hold on, yeah, I'm gonna bring up the timer in just a second. We'll give you 2 minutes to state your case, and then
Robert's Rules of Order.
And I'm gonna post a poll that will be posted after everything's done. We'll do it that way. So here,
The title of the poll will be, what is Magicus's problem? Option 1, gay. Option B, stupid.
oh my God, yes.
That
All
does
right.
sound like that's probably going to be the case, yeah.
Yeah, so the timer. Oh, I'll share screens with you so you can see the timer also. Boom. All right, here comes the timer right now. Go ahead and make your opening argument.
All right, am I going first here?
Yes.
All right. So, if you've ever had to go to, say, like, the local store near me is Giant, all right? So, I often choose to do my shopping between, like, 9 and 11 o'clock at night. They usually close at 11, so there's not a whole lot of people in there at that hour. So, it's actually convenient for me because I am normally quite fine and awake during that time, and there's less people there, so it's easy to go and get everything I need. Problem is, because they don't have a lot of people there, they usually have 0 to 1 people working at the regular lanes. They keep self-checkout open until it's closed, and usually 0 to 1 people working at an actual, like, scanning lane that you'd normally think of. The problem is self-checkout, and I love self-checkout, right? So I normally use it for everything, but when you're going to get a lot of stuff like this guy is, like you're getting groceries for 2 weeks, You can't put all that stuff in self-checkout. There's not enough physical space there for you to buy that many things. Normally it has a weight sensor there. So if you put enough weight of stuff on there, it will then tell you to remove it and then put more stuff in there later. The weight sensor doesn't always work, and there's still, even with it, like the limit is actually high enough where you will very often run out of space putting stuff there in self-checkout before it actually tells you to move that stuff. It's a huge
30
pain
seconds.
in the ass. So now there are solutions to this, because some of the stores that I've been to have a lane that's normally like a regular like scanning lane, but it's set up for self-checkout. So there's more physical room to bag your own stuff there, and that I enjoy using that a lot, because that lets me do what I need to do. I don't have to worry about anybody, and there's space for it. But not all the stores have that. And I know Walmart is one of the stores that does not have like those sort of self-checkout lanes. And so if he's going to Walmart like that, yeah, I can see it being a huge pain in the ass.
All right. And I do want to point out that before Billy goes, Amazon solved this problem, no checkout, and I hope more stores adopt the technology, because it's just a bunch of sensors in the ceiling and it knows what you take. You bag while you shop, so that eliminates the need for baggers too. You just bag it and then you walk out the door and it charges your Amazon account.
Well,
I hope
harder to shoplift though. I don't like that.
I was gonna say, there's one comment in the chat I want to say. You can't just put it on. You can't just scan the thing and then bag it.
You
and put
had
it in
your
there.
argument time, Magicus.
No, they're all right. They're just criticizing.
You're
They don't
arguing with
understand how
Billy,
the
not
system
not the
works.
people in the chat. All right, so here comes
your battles.
Billy's rebuttal right now.
Hello, my name is Lord Magicus, and I'm coming to the anti-social ice cream social. I can't shop at regular hours because I'm spurging gigantic tisms, and I can't have anything but Klondike bars with my fat friend who loves Klondike bars and cheese slices. And when we go to Walmart, we stand in line and we say, we're not ringing this up. We can't do simple things like strike a fucking item up to a scanner and bag it. We're babies. We need Mama Papa to hold our hand. And we want you to keep the lane open all the time for us. All the time. Because asking somebody to help us breaks our anti-social ice cream social contract. I can't talk to somebody by initiating conversation. I have to walk up the line, stare at the National Enquirer, look Bat Boy in the eye and say, God damn it, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and somebody likes you. And then when I look down to the ground as I'm standing in front of the clerk, I say, please bag my groceries in plastic and paper. I hope you're wearing your mask over your nose. I don't want to look you directly in the eye, but I sure do hate chin diapers, and I know I'm not saying this out loud. I'm just thinking it very angrily. But if I look up and you're not wearing your mask properly, I'm gonna write a complaint and put it in the complaint box. Surprised
20
your mask
seconds.
is on correctly. I'm sorry I thought that way about you. By the way, do you have any stamps? I would prefer the Star Trek stamps, please.
Oh my God.
With Captain James Tiberius Kirk on them.
Time out.
All right. All right, Magicus, 30-second rebuttal starts now.
All right, look, I am not against self-checkout. In fact, I prefer self-checkout because I hate fucking dealing with people. My problem is purely from like an engineering standpoint where it doesn't work the way it's supposed to when you're dealing with large orders, because it's not designed for or to accommodate that many items in there. If you try to remove items to make space for them before the system wants you to, it yells at you, and it doesn't work like that way. It needs you to hit that weight limit first, and you don't always have space for that. So if it worked, I'd be happy.
All right, and Billy, rebuttal.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Chad King, Billy the Fridge here, and I got something to tell you. When you go to the auto checkout line, put all your shit in the bag, and guess what? It's going to start going beep, 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 and somebody who's getting paid whatever the fuck wage they're getting paid will show up and do it for you. It's that simple. Like, oh, my cart's too big? That fucking asshole has to take care of it, otherwise you're holding up the line. Ba-ding, ba-ding, ba-ding. That's the secret fucking life hack.
Life hack. All right. So closing arguments. 1 minute closing argument. Magicus, here you go.
All right, look, I don't, like I said, I don't have a problem with self-checkout, right? In fact, I would prefer it. And there are ways to set up the system so that it does work. And when they're set up correctly, like setting up a normal lane for self-checkout, there's enough space there. I don't have to deal with people. I think that's perfect and that is totally convenient. Problem is, places like Walmart are not going to do that. So it's set up to be the most shitty possible way imaginable. And when you're trying to use self-checkout to buy, like, you know, a week or two worth of groceries, it's not designed for that. And when that's your only option because nobody's there actually doing, it's not like you can just wait in a line. Like, there's literally 0 people working as cashier, so you don't have a choice. They just force you into using the shitty self-checkout to, like, get all your stuff through, and it's a pain in the ass. Like, I understand why he's frustrated with it. I mean, like I said, there's ways to set it up so it doesn't suck, but Walmart's not one of the places in my experience that does that.
All right, Billy, 1 minute rebuttal starting now.
Magicus doesn't have a problem with self-checkout. Well, I do have a problem with self-checkout. You know what else I have a problem with, Magicus? I have a problem with wiping. And I like to be in a big, long line full of people with my stink butt all charged up, wafting fucking shit clouds to everybody behind me. And when I'm in self-checkout, there's a big space area. You're not caught in some Roomba line, Mamba line, doing the fucking line dance.
Conga line.
There's all this conga space for everybody to have their own little fucking breathing area, and that bothers me because I specifically want the people behind me to be stinking and smelling my putrid bunghole, my stinky, crusty calamari ring all day long until I'm through that line. And then I go home and I shower because I realize I stink really bad at the closing time at the grocery store when I'm standing in line, just wafting putrid piss and shit.
All right, everyone, do a quick vote. I'm going to set the timer for 1 minute. Get your votes in.
I wish both of you had resorted more to personal attacks and less about the issues, because that's what I like in my debates. That was Billy's open. Billy did open with "I'm Lord Magicus," so as a result of that, I would give the edge to Billy.
That is true. I mean, like, on this show, that is generally the argument that wins, is just, like, calling the other person highly regarded. So
best personal attack.
Billy in that. It was a good plan of attack, Billy. I have to respect that.
You don't have to pick the winner just because the rest of the audience did.
All right, it's tightening up a little bit. We have 15 seconds. Oh, of course. You would win the butthole challenge.
I would absolutely fucking crush at the butthole challenge. I have the tightest, cutest little butthole in town.
Time out. I think this is an issue that most people don't experience because they don't shop at the hours in which this can be a problem. So
I gotta see the response to this, because I wanted to see how many people I would lose when I started talking about having a stinky, shitty butt.
All right, I'm closing the.
If you shop more than like 2 hours before the store is closing, like, you're not going to have this problem because they'll still have somebody on a register.
Go to Winco. Go to Winco.
I don't have one of those.
Move somewhere where there's a Winco.
Yeah, Winco does not exist in the eastern side of the
Get you a Winco.
Go to Wingstop.
Go to Wingstop.
Get you some chicken.
Only ever order any food from Uber Eats delivered to you already cooked and prepared. Spend $9,000 a month on dinner, lunch, and breakfast and snacks. Anything less would be uncivilized.
That's the move.
This is Walmart Germany all over again. I am surprised that I won by such narrow margins, but I feel like
it was tight.
I feel like my shit story probably could have given the win to Magicus, but
you might have lost a couple in your closing argument, but you still pulled it out, and I respect that.
Magicus, you took this way too seriously.
We went for very, very opposite approaches to this, and one of these approaches is definitely the tried and proven one on Drunken Peasants.
What do you mean? I don't think that you should just throw this entire podcast under the bus because you lost.
No, I'm not saying that they're wrong. All right,
I can't believe he's doing that.
I'm saying that the rules of engagement on Drunken Peasants are different than they are in a lot of other places.
Wow, I just see a man trying to rationalize.
It's my bad for not playing into them.
A terrible failure.
How about the rules of men engagement and it's no girls allowed?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Magicus, when's the last time you allowed a girl?
Allowed a girl to like what?
You heard the man
When's the
answer
last
the
time
question.
you allowed a girl?
I don't think I've ever allowed a girl.
Oh fuck, that's pretty good, dude. That's pretty good.
What a good answer.
I wasn't expecting such a Chad answer.
You know what? I don't think I've ever allowed a girl.
Pretty fucking good answer. Let's throw a poll up and just Magicus is the only answer.
Poll title: Magicus. Option 1: Magicus. That's it.
That's it.
Thank you for participating, Magicus.
Yeah, no problem.
All right.
A good sport as always.
Yeah.
I can't wait till you're behind me
Get
in
the
the grocery
fuck
store.
out of
line,
here.
And I got stink butt. I'm giving you mud clouds.
Stink butt.
I'm gonna give you mud clouds, Magicus.
So
at the fucking
we
Winn
are
Dixie.
at 25% of the goal. We're trying to get to 33% at least before the end of this stream. Throw us a couple
33 into the
bucks
third
if you
repeat, of course.
could.
I forgot this amalgamated mishmash of fucking trash was still sitting here. Ick.
Those Klondikes getting ever softer.
What is the fruity looking bag boxes, the back corner bags? Like I can't tell. Is it
Unclear about that. There was
are those fruit
I
snacks
feel
or something?
I feel like I remember seeing a Cheetos logo, but now I don't see it anymore, so I don't know.
I don't remember seeing a Cheetos logo. If I had to guess anything was Cheeto adjacent, it would be next to the Hot Pockets in the very back next to the Roomba.
Yeah.
Let's check out something else.
Abel Moncada says Capri Sun. I was thinking Capri Sun for a second, but would this guy really be buying Capri Sun? Is
Yes.
he? If he's
The
not
answer's
a,
yes.
does he have a family?
No.
He's not feeding a family
But he's
here.
buying Capri Suns.
If you're buying Capri Suns and you're a grown man, you should not be allowed
You're a
around.
pedophile.
You should not be allowed around elementary schools.
Yo, safe, please. Let's go find this hater, put a bullet in his fucking head. How you like me now?
I'm the only critic with the good kind of fairy drama. That's because Jesus Christ is my nigga.
This is an episode of Cringe Rap Confidential.
Ooh,
because
CRC.
Here tonight,
better than CRT. I think we can all agree.
It's not just cringe rap. We're talking one of the biggest busts of all time are surrounded around this horrible cringe rapper. It looks like the feds have recovered $3.4 billion. The biggest recovery in history. It's crazy. It's wild.
Was it in Bitcoin?
Yes.
Yes.
Stolen Bitcoin that was stolen
Okay.
in 2016. The value in 2016, I think, was in the millions.
Yes.
And now it's in the billions. Billions.
Let's check this out.
Bizarre rap videos have emerged of Heather Morgan, who has been arrested in connection with a huge cryptocurrency theft. She's known as RAZZLEKHAN. The U.S. officials have seized a record-breaking 2.7 billion pounds in Bitcoin, tied to the 2016 hack of a digital currency exchange, Bitfinex.
Dusty is a pretty bird.
It's true.
Don't forget.
True. Thank
Also
you, Raymond.
important news.
Morgan was arrested alongside her husband, Isla Dutch Liechtenstein.
Oh my God, that's quite the name.
I don't like any of those names.
Yeah.
0 for 3.
Liechtenstein is a country. There's a good chance that that person's ancestry traces back to there. It's a micronation. There's a lot of money there. It's like bordering Switzerland.
Yeah.
They have Swiss money there. Like their money is Swiss.
I wonder
money.
if he's related to
You can just
Roy
call it
Liechtenstein.
Nazi gold. It's fine.
Huh?
Nazi gold.
I like how his nickname's Dutch.
I
though,
will
too.
say this about Dutch, okay? I'll say this about Dutch. No matter what you think of him, his Nazi gold, his stealing, one thing we know is that he has sex with Razzle Khan, and that is unforgivable.
I'm tired of all this sex all the time. I try to watch Drunken Peasants, there's nothing but sex on. All the time. They're Billy the Fringe.
I guess my Nick Fuentes sounds more like Quagmire when I was doing that.
Giggity. He's an oversexer. The couple from New York had active public profiles. Her Instagram's recently been taken down.
That is your real self. I got that backwards. Your
With
real
Morgan
self
known
is
as
always
rap
better.
singer Razzle Khan.
Okay. Pause.
Yeah.
Look, this is I've never seen her before, but this video clearly changes the context of everything. She's clearly like mentally disabled, right? So should we be being this hard on her?
Yes.
Like she's got a bad brain.
Okay, here's one thing. Cringe rap.
Yes.
That means we can make fun of her.
That's like the original sin.
She's a woman. That means we can
Go
make
on.
fun of her. 3, she's a thief. She's a money laundering thief. And that means
4, she's fucking a guy named Dutch.
That means she's fucking a guy named Dutch. These are all reasons we can pick on her mercilessly. And the fifth
Even though
reason,
she has an IQ of 57.
Don't care. Don't care. If JF Garepi can legally have sex with her in every state but Texas, she's up for our destruction. It was the U.S. Justice Department's biggest financial seizure. Not a seizure like, but like taking the money back from criminals.
Great, smell great, taste great. Don't hate. This ain't.
It's funny though because she's on TikTok where people fake having seizures and Tourette's and all kinds of stuff, right?
Really?
I think she's doing that right now.
A debate. We ain't gonna date.
All right, here's another video on this.
Yesterday, the Justice...
I usually have, you gave me this video, I usually have a policy. I don't play TYT unless we're laughing at something dumb they did.
Why not?
Did they do something dumb here?
No, but I like how they called cheesy couple charged for laundering stolen Bitcoin. I think TYT is the definitive news network. I love Skunk Yeager and Anna Gasparin. I like them all. But the fact that they...
What's it stand for? Thin young twinks?
Yes. I love the way that they refer to them as cheesy couple. We don't know anything about Dutch other than he bangs Razzle Khan.
Department seized
Is she
over...
carrying all the cheesy onto Dutch? What if Dutch is just JF Garepi and loves women with very low IQ?
3.6 billion worth of stolen crypto, in this case Bitcoin, and arrested a married couple accused of laundering the cryptocurrency. Now, as far as we know, they didn't steal the cryptocurrency, but it was originally stolen by hackers. They just found it.
Yeah, they just had they had it all on them, and then it got seized from them. They were trying to launder it. I think they had 3.6 billion. They said that the feds got back, but it was like 4.5 billion, I think, total. Billion.
The couple then had access to some of that crypto, some of that Bitcoin, and then they laundered it.
Pause right now. Immediately pause. Can we talk about the little scroller in the bottom right?
Yeah, I saw that earlier today too.
The gay AF
What's
dragon.
going on there?
But it's not just. This is the thing. YouTube channel member, executive producers, Xenodragon and the gay AF dragon. Are they
Those
going
are
by
two
last
different
names?
dragons?
Yeah, are they going by last names? There happens to be a Xenodragon and a gay AF dragon. Before it said the TYT subs, and And there had a bunch of sub-slut names. It was weird, man.
And then, of course, AJ.
Yeah,
AJ.
AJ.
Got caught. The couple,
AJ Dragon.
Isla Lichtenstein, 34, and Heather Morgan, 31, were accused in a criminal complaint of conspiring to launder 119,754 Bitcoin.
That's a lot of Bitcoin, like, especially when Bitcoin was like close, I think it was like in the 70,000 mark.
I mean, like, one Bitcoin is pretty good.
Yeah.
I can say something now, right? That like I never did this, but I remember in 2016, I had a group of hackers that I was dealing with, and they had the opportunity to steal these Bitcoins, and they were like, no, we're not doing it. That's like, what are we gonna do with the money? And I'm like, now realizing you could have funded my cringe rap career.
That had been stolen in
Sad.
2016 from Hong Kong-based Bitfinex, one of the world's largest virtual currency exchanges. So the Justice Department got involved, which I feel is counter to what cryptocurrency is supposed to be about, right? I mean, do you want government officials involved in these investigations? I don't know.
Yeah, we've pointed to that.
Money laundering? Are you joking now, Annika Sparrow?
Right. Like, it should still be illegal to steal it. It's worth money. It's money for all intents and purposes. Just because they want it like decentralized doesn't mean they want it like legal to steal.
Look, do you want protection from the government even though you're undermining the one authority it has over you, the almighty dollar? Well, yes, I didn't think that we were only protected by our fucking dollars in America. Is it say one nation under a stack of fucking 20s and 50s? Is that what the fucking what's the Bible that the forefathers wrote? The
Declaration of
is that what the
Constitution?
Is that what the Constitutional says? Is that what the Daily Constitutional says? Is that you got to live under a pile of paper, green paper money in order to have freedom and security in this country? Maybe.
Previous
I
cases
would
like this. But the
love to have your particular brand of schizophrenia.
Yeah.
fact that they were able to track it so efficiently.
You know, Billy claimed to be a director and a filmmaker the other night, too.
True.
I've seen it behind the camera before. I'll give him that.
Thank you.
Efficiently.
Ben always wants to negate my accomplishments.
Do what now?
You want to negate?
Ben's a real real negger.
Oh, shh.
You want to negate my accomplishments?
He negs.
Did you just accomplish a
negs all the time.
racism?
No, I didn't. I said negate.
Congratulations on a racism, Billy.
I said negate.
I'm not. Hold on. I wanted to congratulate you on a racism.
I didn't do a racism. Ben is a bad faith actor.
Maybe in some ways.
Hey, I'm not going to claim I'm an actor like you claim you're a director when you're not. Okay?
Are you familiar with Cinema Verite?
Now, the value of the currency.
Cinema Verde? That sounds like a delicious
Cinema Verite.
Mexican dish.
Oh, I would love a little Cinema Verde.
Yeah.
On
That does
a nice,
sound good.
I'm
Some
thinking like a
chilies.
long flat noodle, like a pappardelle.
That does sound good.
Currency at the time of the seizure last week makes it the Justice Department's largest financial seizure ever, which is kind of incredible. And it doesn't appear that the original hacking was done by this couple, but they did get some of that stolen money, and it was transferred to them, and then they tried to launder it. So according to court documents, the hacker who breached Bitfinex's systems initiated 2,000 transactions to send
It's definitely
the stolen
pronounced Bitfinex, like finance. It stopped saying Bitfinex, you dumb bitch.
Bitfinex. She also said
It's Bitfinex.
Are you sure?
God. Yes, I'm a crypto bro.
Oh.
Bitcoin to a digital wallet that
Come
was
on.
under
Pause.
Liechtenstein's control.
I am Sock says in the members chat, steal some steaks and get national attention. Steal pensions and get an interview on CNBC.
Damn.
Wow. Makes you think, right, guys? Huh?
I want some steaks. Give me some stolen steaks now.
Let's check out some of these other videos here. Unless there was something else you wanted to cover from this video.
No, just to show some of the information on the heist.
Yeah.
On the big time fucking cringe heist.
Yeah, I think we're cut out at the right point. All right, here's.
This is a little runner going through. I think it takes a couple seconds to get in, but it basically gives a rundown of.
U.S. authorities have seized more than $3.6 billion worth of Bitcoin in what is being called the largest financial seizure in history, folks. They arrested a New York couple and charged them with money.
Oh, that's the guy. That's Dutch.
That's Dutch.
They look like brother and sister, don't they?
Exchange in 2016.
You can't prove they're not.
I know, dude. I bet you they be humping brother and sister style.
Life of luxury.
Can I be real with you about something?
I love having
You know what?
brother
I
and
really,
sister
really,
style
really-
sex.
Yeah, she looks out of her mind right now. Does anyone else feel like nail salons are torture chambers? This is her TikTok.
Look, she has a serious brain injury, and I don't think we should be saying mean things about her.
That's why I want to say mean things about her. Well, have you been to a nail salon, Scott?
Every day.
That's
maybe not.
I've been once.
Maybe not every day.
I've been once. I got a mani-pedi, and the woman took very good care of me. I thought she was going to give me a hand job. She was giving such deep tissue massage.
I was going to say, how good care?
Very
did she
good
take
care.
of you?
She was giving me like
Very.
deep tissue massage all the way up to like my past my knees, right? I did not feel like I was in a torture chamber. I felt like I was.
No, I don't think that's the first word most people would use to describe nail salons.
Yeah,
and if they did, they'd probably stop going to nail salons.
Most of the ladies that I talk to that go to nail salons look forward to it. They love it. They also look forward to torture chamber shit too. They're sick in the head, so I don't know.
So that's a tough call.
We'll call that one dead even. But I've been to a
Well, yeah,
nail
we'll call it a
salon
wash.
once. I went once. And I went to a kiosk
You
at the
got your
mall.
nails-
Had this girl I went to high school
nails
with.
did?
This girl I was going to high school with at the kiosk in the mall did my nails for free one day. And they looked very nice. She put a clear coat on them. It was very nice. Didn't feel tortured.
I hate
No.
nail stuff for the longest time. I only hated.
Okay. Razzle nail equals colorful pinky nail painted in layers over time. That's not a razzle nail. That's you being busted and not cleaning your fucking fingernail polish off before you apply a new layer. You're busted. Quit being busted. Magicus says rich is attracted to crazy. I don't think that's necessarily true. I know a ton of poor people that fuck crazy chicks.
Yeah. Normally, poor people have to settle for crazy because they're poor.
Yeah. Rich people
get to be choosy.
Rich
Choosy
people-
moms choose non-crazy people.
Yes.
So, along with these Ukrainian sewer rocks that I've saved, I have.
Oh, she's a rat. She's got a fucking rat corner in her house.
She's literally a rat. Did she
Actual
say
rat.
Ukrainian sewer rocks?
I think she
Is that
said
the words
Ukrainian
she
sewer
said?
rugs. See, okay, so have you ever passed a kidney stone?
Billy,
you know what?
finally broke 30K subscribers. Can I please get a shout out to my Boglum backup homies?
Hey, shout out to the Boglum backup. That 30K is big. That's big. Get him.
He's crushing it.
Boglum backup, get him. So yeah, the
kidney stone.
The Lithuanian sewer rocks are just kidney stones. On the East Coast, they call
That
kidney
makes sense.
stones Lithuanian sewer rocks.
Have these razzle nails that are just like they're layers of nail painted over and over and over that have peeled off over time. I'm collecting it for collage. So the thing about I hate right now, my nails are so goddamn thin.
What are they showing here?
This is the last video she posted before she got busted.
Oh, okay.
Because
Last known whereabouts.
They sanded down my nails and it's horrible. It's the worst thing ever. And I'll explain nails.
Having clean
services
nails is
and
the
how
worst
I
thing ever.
got in it, how
It's
I'm
disgusting.
Trying to avoid it. But I gotta say, nail salons, I'm sorry if you're in the business. I just think it's a goddamn scam to trap women. And I feel tortured. Like, I can't.
Okay. Anyone else feel like they're a dog going to the vet when they go to a nail salon? She's psychotic. This is weird.
She's a crazy person.
She keeps asking all these engagement questions that only engage her further into being guilty of public fucking insanity.
I wonder how she tried to. Did she even try to launder the money at all? Or does she just like keep cashing out like a couple $1,000s a month or a week or whatever? Or did she just transfer like $2 million to her bank account?
I think they said something.
I hope she did it all at once, like the most unsubtle thing she could have possibly done.
I think I heard something about them buying NFTs with it and using the NFTs, funneling the NFTs to pay off. So a lot of this NFT stuff going on could be people just laundering cash. Oops. But let's go a little further into this little tip top.
I feel like a dog going to the vet when they do stuff with my nails.
When I do stuff with my nails.
You look like a dog going to the vet.
Woof. They sanded my nails down until they were red? You mean pink flesh tone? Because they were brown and busted?
You mean the color of nails?
Is that it?
Yeah, that was just her. So here's the deal. These were the lead ups to this girl. This is the story. She's being busted with her boyfriend Dutch for the biggest recovered amount of money in history. Criminalized recovery of
And that
cash,
still isn't
seizure.
the worst thing she's done.
And exactly. And now for the worst things she has done.
Never forget, weirdest is most original. This song is for the entrepreneurs and hackers, all the misfits and smart slackers. RAZZLEKHAN, the Versace better win.
I just want to pause real quick. And I want to say, I was not prepared for this, even though we went through all the other stuff. I just need another moment before we go further into this.
Look, we could all use a breather right now, so I'm happy to have a quick pause.
Yeah, ladies and
That's
gentlemen, please get some breathers in, get some air, because it's gonna get bad.
Come real far, but don't know where I'm headed. Motherfucking crocodile of Wall Street. Silver on my fingers and boots on my feet. Always be a goat, not a goddamn sheep. Email me, fuck your message at the beep.
I've heard teacher rap better than this.
I like her rhythm. I like how good she is at being on the beat. What do you like, Billy?
I like the idea that this is a city where planes have been known to fly out of the sky and kill people.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
Spirit of a revolutionary, power of a dictator. Left to be contrary, but I'm fly like a gator.
She's really on the gator and crocodile tip. She likes her large reptiles.
Yeah, should we guess what reptile she's going to reference next?
Probably a gay AF dragon.
Young Turks fam.
My boyfriend's named Dutch. No, he's not a homo. He's just dragging this puss like it's Komodo. Komodo.
Pretty good.
I got pilot blood.
She probably did try and slide in Martin Shkreli's DMs at some point. Dutch can never find out.
I'm a real risk taker, pirate riding the flood, badass money maker, grandmother crocodile, weirder than an X-File, brief fire, silver, so sexy when I slither, sparkle on my little finger, hell of a razzle, ear to ear.
Oh, shit, she got friends. She's got a crew.
RAZZLEKHAN, the Versace better win. Come real
Is
far,
one an
but don't
old
know where I'm
Chinese
headed.
woman?
Yes.
I hope.
That's pretty cool.
I hope that she got duped into this, and then that's why she felt like she was getting tortured at the nail salon. Because
This is the torture chamber.
These women work at the nail salon, and they're just like, "This bitch makes everybody cringe at us now. Everybody comes, you were on that stupid cringe video. Yeah, we're gonna torture her next time she comes to get her fucking nails done." The way that they move, all right, is offensive. It pisses me off. The lyrics are dog dick afternoon. Pisses me off. But you know what pisses me off the most?
That she's a woman. that she has more money than you'll ever have in your life.
I don't think anymore.
She probably going
She
to
did.
jail.
She had a few good years.
Pisses me off the most is that she held Dutch down when he could have had a good woman. Why was
He
Dutch...
could have had an old Chinese woman.
Why
from
was
the nail
Dutch
salon
simping on
with a
RAZZLEKHAN? What's wrong
full-face
with Dutch?
sunglasses.
Her brother Dutch could have broke free from this stupid relationship.
Motherfucking crocodile of Wall Street.
Oh, this is the chorus.
Goddamn sheep. Email me. Fuck your message at the beep. Beep. Beep.
These women are walking like they've pooped themselves.
Not one person in that posse speaks English. And I like that. It's representation.
RAZZLEKHAN's the name. That hot grandma. You really want to bang. Always.
That hot grandma?
RAZZLEKHAN's my name. That hot grandma. Pause. Wait. Wait. That you really want to bang.
You really want to bang.
What the fuck?
So in addition to how good her flow is, that's how she's advertising herself. That hot grandma you really want to bang. Like, those are the lyrics she chose to say about herself.
She no Betty White.
She's no Betty White.
Do you
And
wanna
Betty White's
move
fucking dead.
To one of the other ones?
Yeah, let's go to the next song.
All right.
Betty White was older than sliced bread. Cutthroat Country from RAZZLEKHAN.
RAZZLEKHAN's solution to Me Too.
Genre bending, I like it.
RAZZLEKHAN's solution to Me Too. Is she going to win us back now, Scott?
You know what? She might. Because we do need a solution to Me Too.
Is she going to win us back now? RAZZLEKHAN's solution to Me Too. Women's sell. What was she going to say? Women's sell.
Women's
Women's I was gonna say women's seldom have a clue what they're fucking talking about.
Fucking get fucked. Make your own luck. Basics to plug. Chasing that book. Don't interrupt. Making that book. Don't be stuck. Never get stuck.
Uh-oh, I see a tiger.
Scott.
We'll see.
Scott.
Reserving judgment.
Look at her mask. She's wearing a
up?
tiger mask.
Tiger mask.
Are you okay with this? Are you okay with this?
If she eats that meat in one bite, she's won me over.
Okay.
Vag reconstruct.
I'm fucking evil. Ain't a fucking vegan. Apex predator. Love me eating, waiting like a gator. Don't.
Going back to the gators. Going back to the gator.
She loves gators.
Do gators does the word gator just rhyme with a lot of other words, so she uses it?
Hater, elevator. That's it.
Respirator.
How about dumbwaiter? That's like a little
Dumbwaiter. If I were you, Scott, like if she was wearing a fucking donut necklace right now, I'd be pissed. You're over here waiting for her to have a fucking meat bite, like that's gonna save the day.
I don't know. I gave her a chance.
You're a sweeter boy than I am, Scott.
True.
I feel like you need to be high to enjoy this cringy content. Not even sure if that would help.
33% of the way. Thank you so much.
Cheers. I gotta go to the bathroom.
We did it. Oh, as promised.
Yeah,
Very
I had to
nice.
go. I had to
You
go
know
to
what?
the bathroom a bunch of times too.
A man of his word.
He did say
I've
that.
gone
though.
0 times because I'm an adult with an adult-sized bladder.
Well, a lot of times it's when you get to like older age, your bladder gets all weird.
I guess I'm a lot younger than you, so that's true.
You are not.
And Billy. I'm way younger than Billy.
No. No.
No.
No.
Well, then why does my bladder work so much better?
Everyone, please give the stream a like if you haven't already. Like the stream. Make sure you're subscribed. You know what? I spared no expense to get all the equipment we needed for episode 1000. Everything is almost 100% set up for episode 1000. Nice. So we can have 6 people all on the air at once with their own mic and their own headphones. It will
pretty
be
exciting. I think you can probably get rid of one because I think Adam wanted to sit in my lap when we do it.
Oh.
But yeah. But otherwise you can keep your setup.
Yeah.
And while we're pausing, I think Stabby McHugs in the fan chat was asking for recent wrestling of mine. So here's a link in the YouTube chat for him and anyone else who cares to see it.
Does it have
my YouTube channel? It's got.
Does it have copyrighted music or anything?
No.
No.
I don't think so. But yeah, so if anyone needs it, it's there. It's all on my YouTube channel in the full matches and demo reel playlists. Should anyone need it? You don't talk about Stabby. He's a cuck. Boo. Don't acknowledge him. Boo. Hawkeye Poots is pissed off.
Boo. 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 Were they saying boo or boo earns? I was saying
boo earns.
Yeah. There's one more video here, but I wanted to wait. You know.
Yeah, we shouldn't watch cringe rap without Billy. That's
exactly.
That seems rude.
The godfather of cringe rap.
Exactly. Every cringe rap takes 1 year off of Billy's life. So
man, if that were true, he'd be like in the negatives by now.
Long dead.
Yeah. Here's the final video
of your life.
Oh.
Guilty, I'm motherfucking filthy. Rent boys on payroll cause I'm so damn wealthy. Big sum in a dick to stay healthy. Fuck we heard about Rip Van Winkle, sprinkle showers wherever I tinkle. I'm a bad bitch, like Badgie Winkle, riding a dick like a moose bull winkle. That's what's up. I'm dropping my song, Gilfalicious.
That's most definitely not what's up.
It is not coming in nicely, Tubes. She's I don't know. She's bad at her job.
That's not what's up.
She's gross.
That is most definitely not what's up.
She's laundered all this money, and I would forgive her for that. But I cannot forgive her for this cringe rap.
I don't blame you.
This is sick and disgusting.
Disgusting.
And I can't believe her brother.
Unacceptable.
I can't believe her brother Dutch would still have sex with her after hearing this
would
rap.
Continue to have sex with her, his sister.
Yes, my sister. We grew up together, and before you were ever a rapper, you were my fuck toy. But once I heard these raps, I told myself, never again shall I enter.
Never again.
I don't think that they're really brother and sister, but they sure as hell look like it. Yeah. And that bothers me.
All right, let's check out something else.
Clee disappear, Clee disappear, Clee disappear, Clee disappear.
All right, we got a segment from Fox News where Hornswoggle's calling out Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage.
Trying to stay like the exclusive little person dwarf actor in Hollywood.
Peter
right?
Dinklage, okay, is not happy with Disney. We'll see that here.
All right.
So Game of Thrones actor Peter Dinklage went on a podcast the other day and declared that it was, quote, offensive and backward that Disney was planning to hire real-life dwarves, little people, for a remake of the film Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Listen.
I was a little taken back by they're very proud to cast a Latino actress as Snow White.
Yeah. Is it
but you're
okay? Is it Snow the product?
Not Snow Latina.
Is it Snow the product?
No, it's Snow the Canadian rapper.
Informer?
Licky boom boom down.
Because I could see if you were going to cast a Latino actress as Snow White, if the Snow White they're referring to was pure cocaine.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, if she's Colombian, great. Now we got a new Snow White. But if it's traditional, I don't know what we're even
How
talking
good
about
would
here.
that
It's
be?
crazy talk.
How good would that be if the new Snow White had that Colombian fucking pale ale and was just getting so high all the time that she fucking went into a coma? And the only way to get her out of the coma was to have fucking Prince Charming come in and give her mouth to mouth instead of kisses.
Mouth to mouth on her pussy.
Well, telling the story of Snow White, and Seven Dwarfs.
Sure.
So, look, take a step back and look at what you're doing there.
Yeah.
I know. That makes no sense to me.
Well,
You're progressive in one way, but you're still making that backward story of seven dwarves living in a cave to get what the
It's like fantasy.
Well, where else do they live?
Well, I mean, like, there's dwarves in the Lord of the Rings, too. Are we not going to do that?
Yeah,
also?
who live in caves.
Whoa, they hired of-size actors.
So what? He doesn't want of-size actors.
They hired tall actors to play the Hobbikins. And hobbits don't exist in the real world, so they can be fantasy. Dwarves do.
And neither do little people. I've never seen one.
Oh, I've seen so many.
Man.
Party
They're
with-
mythical.
Wee Man was in Jackass forever.
So in response
This
to that
week came out in
podcast,
theaters.
podcasts have real
That-
power now.
it's
The
CG.
Disney
It's all
company
CG.
said it was, quote, rethinking its use of dwarves in the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs remake. Now some dwarf actors are asking, who put Peter Dinklage in charge of the dwarf community? Dylan Postal played Hornswoggle the Leprechaun in the WWE for 10 years. He also acted.
Hornswoggle McMahon, by the way.
Hornswoggle the
True.
Leprechaun.
Vince's true son.
Yep, illegitimate son.
All because Ken Kennedy couldn't stay in line.
And recently, Vince's other son got fired from WWE. So
The Muppets. He joins us.
And
now.
the Muppets.
Thanks so much for joining.
He also played the Leprechaun in the WWE remake of the Leprechaun.
Well, he did say Hornswoggle the Leprechaun and then the Muppets.
Well, he was also a leprechaun.
Yeah, it was a little confusing.
Yeah,
I wasn't
it
sure
was.
which one he was.
You're right.
So I think a lot of people hear this podcast and they think, well, here's a guy who's got the authority to speak on this, and that's his view, and no one kind of questions it. Tell us what your reaction to it was.
I mean, my biggest thing is he wants to be progressive, and it's all about progression, and I support that completely. But the issue is him being progressive is eliminating 7 potential dream jobs from the dwarf acting community, and that's my issue here. Is he's saying he wants to move forward and do good for the community when these are dream jobs. I got hired by WWE. WWE was my dream job since I was 4 years old. Since I was 4 years old, all I wanted to be was a WWE superstar. And in any other circumstance, it wouldn't have been able to.
Yeah, he ended up becoming the comic relief. He worked a couple matches here and there.
So did half of the fucking awesome indie workers.
Bring me the one-legged guy.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
To be done by me. I'm not 6 foot. I'm not 250 pounds. But they were looking for.
Actually, you might be 250 pounds. You're a little porker, Dylan.
Stop it. Stop it.
He's a person like me, a little person, to fill this role. They hired me, and I got to live my dream for 10 years. Now, there's dwarf actors out there that their dream is to star in a film, especially a Disney film, because as we know, Disney doesn't do remakes or any of their movies at a small scale. They were going to blow this movie up, obviously. And these are 7 roles that are few and far between for dwarves anyways, that were made for us. And that's what's
in Mexico.
How come nobody wants to say there aren't 7 good dwarf actors?
Whoa. It's Disney. They don't care if they're good.
I was going to say in Mexico, the dwarf wrestlers actually get high billing and shit.
Oh. They fucking rock.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Minimax.
Ridiculous to me about the whole situation is it's not being progressive. You're hurting the community by what you're doing.
You make a really good point, and the film is called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So I mean, if there was ever a place, it might be. All right.
It's not Snow White and the 7 normal-sized humans. I get that we have to be progressive. We have to move forward, but you're changing one of the most known fairy tales and one of the most known Disney adaptations of all time. Why? And
look at the Tucker face. I saw Adam do Tucker face, and he does it really well.
He does a very good Tucker face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
you basically just have to look like you've never learned anything in your life,
and you're confused by what you're hearing.
How you do that face? Yeah.
I think it's like someone who has Alzheimer's and has shit their pants, and they're trying to come to the terms of why does it smell and feel like there's shit in my pants.
they keep coming to the realization that they shit their
Yeah,
pants.
it's
but then they
constantly
forget again.
realizing you've shit your pants. And
it's a vicious
perpetual pants shitting realization.
SpaghettiOs.
I hate to say it, and the King Dwarf thing I said, and I mean that. Who put this guy in charge, and why is he the single?
I just want to point out
uppity motherfucker.
I just want to point out that Hornswoggle referred to Peter Dinklage as King Dwarf.
King Dwarf.
Who made you King Dwarf?
Voice, like for a whole community.
First of all, Tim Conway is King Dwarf.
Whoa.
DORF.
For a whole community of
DOR.
people. I can argue I was on TV for 10 years. I was in film, not
You're an elf.
the scale he was, but why?
That's the scene where Will Ferrell calls him an elf, and he comes and drop kicks him.
Because he throws the red flag, is everything stopped? And
That's
that's
such a great
that's just
point.
what upsets me is
Andy Richter.
So one guy has an opinion on a podcast, and he gets to take control of your career going forward. That's a little strange. So have you met with? I mean, I think you make.
I don't think that's what happened.
Whoa. I know this for a fact. If you have an opinion on a podcast, you can destroy careers.
So
It's true.
what he's doing is he's being like, oh, Peter Dinklage, he's a Hollywood elite. Fuck him. I'll bring on this guy who's criticizing him. That's his kind of angle into it. That's why Tucker even gives a shit about this story.
No, I think Tucker has
Hey man,
always
Tucker's
been.
just asking questions.
I think he's always been pro dwarf.
A very fair point. Have you met with Disney?
In pre-Columbian Mexican and Mayan tradition, dwarves were considered touched by the gods and were afforded special religious privileges. Modern Mexicans have continued the tradition. Also, they really like clowns for some reason.
Paeso.
That's true. They weren't so much touched by the gods as smushed down by the gods.
they're like, yes, God took them by their little heads and pushed them down like buttons.
And when, yeah,
interesting.
I have not, and I would absolutely love to, and I would absolutely love to give my opinion, as well as I've had people from the dwarf community reach out to me saying how this is crazy, that to recast or to make it, normal humans or normal sides. I use that term. But normal
humans.
Whoa.
If I said that, I'd get in trouble, but he can say it. Bullshit.
Well, I do think that Disney should have a talk with the dwarf community about this. I think that Peter Dinklage has gotten to a place in his career where he doesn't have to take on the dwarf roles, and now he wants to eliminate them. And
I think Disney should make one good remake before they're allowed to do anything else.
okay, you need to
One
stop.
that isn't absolute dog shit.
Aladdin was great.
Oh my god. No, Bill, you're off the show. I'm sorry. It was a long time coming. We've been talking about it for a while, but you're off the show. Will Smith Genie, unacceptable.
Okay.
Get off of my show.
Will Smith was the only person who could do the genie other than Robin
You know
Williams.
what? I can't believe you're defending Will Smith, and I'll tell you why.
Tell me why.
The wrong genie died.
Will Smith is the executive producer of a show coming up called Bel Air, where they're rebooting
Bel Air!
Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
It looks so
and Uncle
stupid.
Phil, not fat.
Is he dead?
Not fat.
No, he's still around.
No.
The new Uncle Phil.
Oh, it's a reboot.
It's
Yeah, it's a reboot.
a gritty reboot of the Fresh
Not
Prince
a
of
comedy.
Bel Air.
No more
No,
fat Uncle
it
Phil.
looks-
Uncle Phil is not fat
Not a
anymore.
comedy, but also the funniest
Eliminating
thing I've ever
acting
seen.
jobs for fats.
No, it's not. It's all they ever did was pick on Uncle Phil for being fat. Anyways, I'm glad they're not going to have that outlet.
Oh, you'd rather just.
Oh,
you'd
so
rather
you
they
don't
just not
want any fat
exist.
representation in media? Is that what you
Well,
want,
he
Bill?
would
I think we
rather
can
they
make that
just
happen.
not exist. He
No,
wants
I would
faticide.
rather the Fresh
Then
Prince
they wouldn't
was
have
fat.
to feel. You know what? He's just putting them out of their misery.
Make the Fresh Prince fat.
That's true.
Not the fucking
They
uncle that's at the
basically
butt of all
want
the
me to
jokes.
get rid
He's
of
like,
them.
like a teenager. You know it's.
Uncle Phil's a teenager.
You're
No, the
basically
Fresh
you're basically Fat Hitler. You're Fatler
Yep.
is what you're
Fatler.
what you're doing right now. You're committing faticide.
Good.
Wow. I'm disgusted.
Philadelphia
for
cheesesteaks,
these
born
roles.
and raised,
It's just
fatting around
it's
most of my
insane to me, and
days.
it just doesn't make any sense. I
The
say it all
Fat
the time.
Prince of Bel-Air.
Disney. I know 6 dwarf actors with myself that would love these roles. I'll play Sleepy or Grumpy
yeah, and
or
none
whoever.
of you deserve it because you're all dog shit actors.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you telling me? What are you telling me? That you have to
I think Hornswoggle should not have a major part in a motion picture.
Bullshit. I think it should be Hornswoggle. I think it should be Wee Man. I think we should have all my favorite micro championship wrestling stars.
Of course.
I think we should have the gender swap, so there's some hot dwarves too. Why do the dwarves all have to be fuckable guys? Why not fuckable girls too?
Just stick some tits on a couple of them. I'm happy with that.
Yes, let's go. I'm all for a bunch of little people running around playing dwarves because this is the thing. I think that they're fun. I like little people. They're different.
Fun in what way?
They stand out as a super destroyer level of fat. Okay, as a tanker size obese human being.
Super destroyer.
I love when people stand out. I do. I love that. I don't need a bunch of fucking Gerard Butlers shrunken down with CGI. I don't need that.
Or
okay.
I'll be
Now, I didn't think I needed that, but now that you've said it, I sort of want all 7 dwarfs to be Gerard Butler now.
He's busy with the Church of Gale.
Remember when they used one busted fucking half dwarf guy in the Charlie and Chocolate Factory remake instead of casting a bunch of Oompa Loompas? That pissed me off.
Yep.
Yeah, he just copy pasted all of them.
That pissed me
a
off.
stunt double for one of them, for all I care. These are dream roles literally made for our community.
Oh my God,
and
Danny DeVito as Doc. Sign me up. Sign me up.
I just think it's crazy to recast it.
You make such a good point. It's a metaphor. A small number of unhappy people get to wreck it for everyone. Dylan, I hope you get exactly the role that you want, and I hope you reach Disney. Thank you.
Dylan, I
for
hope
coming
you
on
get
tonight.
what's coming to you.
Thank you very much for your time.
And
Hey,
then
Sean
fucking Shane McMahon comes in and hits him over the head with a chair, claiming the righteous throne to McMahon Empire.
Imagine how much fucked up to get fired by his dad. He did a bad job with the Royal Rumble.
What sort of drink combination is that? It looks like piss.
I like what I'm seeing. Cool hat.
I do like Cobes with the hats. Cobes needs more hats. This makes him look so much more attractive.
He wore hats before. What do you mean attract?
I mean the hats with the bills. He looks so much more sexier with these hats.
Hats with the bills, boots with the fur. Let's get going.
Apple bottom jeans with the boots
like
with the
these
fur.
Doritos.
Do you like Doritos, Copes? How does he make eating Doritos unnatural? Just how?
Eats them like an apple.
But I love my nacho cheese Doritos.
He loves his nacho
I'll
cheese
get at
Doritos.
least tonight or tomorrow.
It's such a basic bitch.
Bitch.
Am I losing people here? Like just nacho cheese Doritos are just like a basic bitch purchase. Like get an interesting flavor.
Dusty turned into a bottle of Tylenol.
Okay, real quick.
Dusty, is Dusty okay?
Scott, what do you consider an interesting flavor?
Sweet chili, or I don't know. Even like the other cheese one is more like y'all got zesty cheese down there.
Sometimes,
Is that Canadian
but
job?
they don't always stay.
Yeah.
They don't always stay in rotation. You know what always stays in rotation?
Nacho
and
cheese.
Cool,
It's like
cool
okay.
Range.
I'm probably gonna lose more friends here. It's the same as buying a regular Mountain Dew. Like buy an interesting flavor of Mountain Dew.
Why do you hate the classics?
I do. You know what? I
you
do
know what?
like
I kind of do hate the classics.
nacho cheese Doritos.
I like variety is the spice of life, and I think it's too easy a choice. What?
Can I suggest here right now? You can't claim to have taste when it's applied to Doritos and Mountain Dew.
Doritos and Mountain Dew. Look, I didn't want these to be the examples, but this is where
You know
we
what?
found ourselves.
I agree with you, Scott. Actually, one good variety of food is seafood. Variety is the spice of life.
Yeah, you seafood and you
Real
eat
cats
it. You
eat
take-
fish, by the way.
Roll the
He's a
video.
beautiful bird.
Yeah, real cats, not tigers. Tigers eat deer. You dumb
Scoot, could you tell Tylenol he's a beautiful bird?
Tylenol, you're a beautiful bird.
I love my nacho cheese Doritos.
Pretty sure that's gazelle, by the way, not deer.
Salsa Verde, we're good
Same
Doritos.
family.
No.
Salsa Verde. I like the sweet chili. Here's the thing about Doritos, though. There's rarely ever been a Dorito that I didn't like, but there's rarely ever been a Dorito that was that vastly different than a fucking nacho cheese Dorito. They have nacho cheese and Cool Ranch, and I will tell you this, they're not that different from each other.
They might be the same chips.
There's one that you taste, you go, and there's one you taste,
think-
you go, ah. Those are the differences.
I think the great lie they've told us over the past 30 years
But one's
is that
red,
nacho
one's
cheese and
blue.
Cool Ranch Doritos are the same.
That's
true. What?
I know my Dorito history, okay?
Dorito history.
There were about 3 points in time where Doritos were innovative. All right. Originally, Doritos were taco
Don't say
flavored.
3D.
They were taco flavored only, and they were sold at Disneyland.
Disneyland, yep.
Okay. And then
It
when
was
they,
like shit that they were gonna throw away otherwise. and they
It was old tortillas that they then fried.
and then they innovated it by going public, and they went to the original flavor, right?
It was taco. The original flavor was
The
taco.
taco was the one at Disney, but
And
then,
it was
No,
delicious.
it was sold at stores. Taco
Yeah.
flavor was the original
Yeah.
Doritos.
And then the next innovation was when they decided to have flavors of Doritos. Okay, so we went from Disneyland to mass production. Then we went to
postpartum.
flavors of Doritos, and the third and final real innovation was when they rounded the fucking corners so Doritos wouldn't poke you in your mouth and cut up your mouth when you ate them. They used to all be tiny little chip knives that would cut your fucking mouth. And they rounded the corners out because
true.
humans couldn't be trusted because people like Cobes over here were jamming their mouth full of switchblades, nacho cheese switchblades, and cutting their throats up.
Do you know who did the first commercials for Cool Ranch?
I'm Jay Leno.
Well, howdy. Let me guess. You've been waiting for Cool Ranch
The
flavored
guy
Doritos,
whose name
and I can't
loosely rhymes with gay pedo, by the way.
Oh my God, his music sounds the same as the music in Egghead's dad's commercials. back in the day. Yep.
Because you know, Egghead's dad lived on a Cool Ranch.
Yeah, blame me.
The Merkin
Creamy, Cool Ranch seasonings. And those ingredients, what are we talking there? Maybe a tomato,
Look
an
at
onion
the
or two?
corners on those chips. They're not
See,
rounded.
see, this is what your storytellers
pre-rounded Doritos. Look at the fucking switchblade he's holding in his hand. He could take out.
Also, I don't believe him that there is maybe a tomato or an onion or two in that bag of Doritos.
I call a cornucopia.
There is no
nature's
natural
treasures, and that's why no other chip tastes like.
You know, Jay Leno wears a Canadian tuxedo every day.
Loves it. Loves his denim.
I guess
so
he
much.
eats the same food every day too. Like he's
mentally ill.
Yeah.
I want to go back in time, and I want to have a superhero in the 90s or late 80s, early 90s that just throws pointed Doritos at people and fucking decapitates them with the cut corners on those
like that.
Doritos. They're sick. They're deadly weapons.
Oh, don't eat it like that.
Oh,
Cokes would die
I
if you
go
like
laying,
that.
they're laying on my
Who
toothpick.
raised you?
I keep eating. So sponsor.
I think he was kept in the boiler room.
Oh my God!
Don't make it.
His hands! Oh,
Did you like that?
when he licked his
You like
fingers,
that? Doritos
I
are that good.
Did you like it?
Look, oh, yeah,
I liked
it's
it.
Cobra munching on some Doritos. It's nothing new.
Oh, stop it! Stop it!
Ooh, close up.
Oh.
Give me a second.
That's good eating.
Holy shit.
I would be so happy if he just if he stood up, said give me a second, and then immediately vomited. That would have been so beautiful.
Okay, Anonymous Hero said any money says he eats it.
I mean, who's taking the other side of that bet? Is there a chance in the world?
Is there any way they edited this and put that in there if he didn't eat it? Did they just tease us? Like, there's no way he doesn't eat that now.
Unless you're giving 1,000 to 1 odds, I'm not taking that bet. Boom. Yeah, come on. Like there was ever a question.
Goddamn chip on my shoulder.
Okay.
pretty funny.
Nobody predicted that he would make prop comedy out of it. Nobody
Credit where
predicted
it's
prop
due.
comedy.
That was a nice piece of business. I think we can all agree.
Yeah, big fan. What is he doing with? Is that a Country Time lemonade and a Mountain Dew?
Yeah, he's got stacked sodas.
This is trouble. We're in for.
He's got a soda stacker.
We're in for a real shitter right now.
Hey, Cobra, get the chip off his shoulder. I'm like, what?
Ladies and gentlemen, he ate the chip.
We got him.
By way of hilarious joke.
The chip has been compromised to a permanent end.
By way of prop comedy, he ate that goddamn chip. They couldn't have written that better. The audience called it. He not only delivers, he over delivers. Cobes is the master of ceremonies. King Kong fucking
MC Cobes.
I'm calling him King Kong Cobes from now on. He's the truth. Country Time Mountain Dew. Oh God.
That's a good stacker.
I'm a little bit country. He's a little bit liquid diabetes.
I wanted my dad to get his 66 Mustang that he had in high school back.
He ate a
After
fart-flavored
couple months
Dorito,
of
says Chet Lemon.
Praying and hoping for it. It happened. Also, people don't realize about my magic is that it's real.
His dad got his old car back. Had to buy it, though.
Well, yeah.
But it was also magic?
It was also magic.
I like that.
The magic of money.
Cobes.
I'm into that.
Cobes is a fucking magician. He makes one so his dad
I'm
can buy
into the
cars.
magic of capitalism.
I hope Dusty's okay. There's like a fucking Tylenol bottle.
Smack.
Dusty's
like,
in the hospital.
Oh, Cobra this, Cobra that.
I eat chips. I make wands.
The alcohol gave you the
I'm a simple
munchies,
man.
God damn it.
Morton Dave says, Billy, would you rather suck on Blade's toe or Cobes' fingers? 100% Cobes' fingers, and I fucking hate you for making me choose that.
That's a tough one.
Ooh, yeah, farted and it smells horrible.
This is content.
My dad got the 66 Mustang he had in high school back.
Your dad
So I
said
feel
to
like I'm
quit
not
talking about him in your
contributing
videos.
To me, being like father to son, kind of, oh, hey. The only thing I'm contributing is, oh, hey, your son's a famous YouTuber kind of thing. Like, so we got some mango
I wonder if Cobes'
carts,
dad is, mango
some
cunt?
Mountain Dew.
I wonder if Cobes' dad is
And
proud
we're
of
going
him.
to throw in a splash of the Bacardi
Do you wonder that?
mango.
Yeah.
I don't wonder that.
No, because
We got the
parents
other
are
two
highly
mixed in
forgiving
there,
of their
so we're gonna throw
offspring,
a
right?
splash of the really good
Not the
shit
good
in there,
ones.
just like
Ooh.
that's okay. That's enough. People appreciate my wands. They appreciate what I'm providing to this miserable
What are you
fucking
providing?
world.
You
And I
make
think
table
that's what a
legs and
lot
can
of
barely
people
do that. Those are
crave,
wands.
is to be able to sit there and say, hey, I'm providing something for this
Glenn Foster's
miserable
realistically, how long
world.
can this go any further? 5 years? Oh, Cobes is a forever type of person. I'll tell you how I know this.
Is he a forever?
Because he's not relying on YouTube to pay his bills, right? He's got SSI or something.
I don't know.
There's no, his dad maybe pays for his
Yeah, I think
rent.
it's more like that.
But he doesn't need to make money, right? Like,
This is for the love of the game.
all the money he makes goes back into his fucking drink combos.
Take a
And
man
his 9-foot tall sandwiches full of shit.
who loves Doritos, and he loves his woman even more. His woman's laying naked in the bed they have made, covered in Doritos.
Sorry, is this a fan fiction?
Yeah.
This is
Nacho
Dorito
cheese flavor.
Okay.
Nacho cheese flavor.
If the dude's stupid
more
enough to
flavors.
be like, oh my god, that's gonna leave crumbs, what the fuck were you thinking? Then that dude is not ready to hang. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, dumbass, your girlfriend is naked and covered in Doritos.
But maybe
You know how
you
many
shouldn't go against the grain.
guys would kill to be in your spot right now?
That's what he said to a cigarette that he was yelling at.
Be seductive and playful with it. Take your time to eat the Doritos off the bed until all the only Doritos left are covering your other half's nipples / pussy.
N/P. Let's be clear.
If I was a girl and I was thinking about having sex with King Cobra, like would this
Go on.
Would this deter me from doing so, or would this intrigue me?
I can
Which
tell that
direction
Egghead's
would this
aroused
send
by
you?
this.
Yeah, because I'm thinking to myself, the type of girl that would want to be with King Cobra would be into some weirdo shit, right? Like it's not possible. Like maybe he is casting a spell on a young lady right now who just wants to roll around in Doritos till they get fucking dusted.
The type of girl who would consider him in the first place is not getting scared off by this.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Like I'm over here thinking this guy's never gonna get laid talking like this. And I'm like, wait a second.
He's drilling down into his.
Yeah, he's
niche.
living in Cope's world. He's about to strike Dorito gold. They're about to go to Costco, get fucking 8 family-sized bags, and just paint the bed nacho cheesier.
You know what I'm saying?
Goo cheese. Oh my god. Goo cheese and a fucking bed of Doritos. It's happening.
If you love Doritos that much, that could be a fun little sexy game. Oh, jeez.
Making a Doritos mess is a fun, sexy game. I've seen him lick his fingers with the Dorito sauce on them. Like, that's going to be
Neither fun
so
nor
gross.
sexy.
That's going to be so gross. I want to watch it, though.
Just because.
Okay, you think if I bought King Cobra a porn star, and you think he would do sex live on camera?
Probably not live on camera.
God damn it. I don't. I wonder how much.
50. I'd say you got a shot.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking I might get money together for a
Why
live.
do you want to do King Cobra porn?
For the
we
fans?
want to end that dry spell.
Yeah,
first
imagine the dry spell live. Imagine the dry spell live for everybody to watch.
You're a sick man.
He would
Am
end the
I?
dry spell
Yes.
live.
How many people out there that
He'd
are
do
King
it.
Cobra fans or not fans? How many would at
They're
least
all sick, too.
How many at least would be interested in this happening? Whether or not you'd watch, maybe you just want to see the clips, the cringe around it. How many of you would be interested by it?
Would you be A, morbidly curious, or B, morbidly obese?
Yes.
Choose now.
Yes.
Call in now. Give us a call at 591-ROCK, 591-ROLL.
I see a lot of oohs. I see a lot of no's. I think those people are not honest with themselves because it's hyperbolic time strand.
They're
writing
just a bunch
twice
of
no.
liars.
Yeah. Yeah. Infernal Machine says repulsed. That doesn't mean you wouldn't watch. Shanice says traumatized by it, which means you would watch because you'd be traumatized by it. I'm seeing A and B. I'm seeing do it for the lulz. I'm saying of course I would watch. Egghead's like I'd rather gouge my eyes out than walk off my balcony. We know that's
Nobody's
not true.
stopping you.
She says I went to Winco and didn't finish the sentence. Must have been a good story. Curious or
That's how good
masochistic.
Winco was.
I'd watch it in 8K, says Rotten Stormtrooper. You're sick and I love it. He could sell the uneaten Doritos. Oh my God.
Because I haven't had pussy in 4 years. People are automatically going to.
Yeah, if it's free, the people counter would break. That's I would make it free, and then I would have I would bag up the Doritos, post-coital Doritos, and sell people commemorative baggies of sex Doritos.
My dating advice.
We'd make everything on the back end.
But I point out some obvious facts, like I have done on my channel. For example, those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. People who are stuck in a relationship or focused on their relationship and making it the best one they've ever had. They're not
I might have to reach out to Gucci's and see if
Are
she's going to have
idiots.
sex with Cobes or not.
on the
If she's
entire
trolling him.
goddamn dating scene.
I need to know.
And people who are single, regardless if you're men or women, you're going to be focused on other single women and men and what
He
they have
paused
to
just
say.
to rip a shit.
Yeah, that's what
That's
he
right.
does.
He can't talk
Speak
and
to the
fart at
gentleman.
the same time.
Speaking of
I
which,
talk and fart all the time at this. Sometimes I talk to cover up my farts so Ben doesn't notice them, and it doesn't work.
No, I
I
still
have a
notice it.
really wicked sick shirt on my customized girl that says "Get rid of all sickos." That shirt's legit.
That's a cool
I want-
shirt.
That is a cool shirt. Get rid of sickos.
Sickos.
Well, it says get rid of sickos. He said
Shoot your
all.
local pedophile,
That's not what the
but it
shirt
wouldn't
says.
let me do it. So I was like, well, pedophiles aren't the only sickos that I hate. I hate necrophiliacs and bestialityacts and incest
Bestiality acts.
and fucking
An animaniac.
sick fucks in general. So let's just make a shirt out of it. That's why it says "Get rid of all sickos."
Oh, is that why?
Cobra's easy to pick
You
on.
did a good job.
He's an easy target.
The Cobra doth protest too much.
Don't do me
Dude,
like
that's
that.
Say it all comes off as so defensive.
An of age girl.
Of age, alive.
Yeah, she's gonna be alive.
Human.
Somebody has been laid
Not
for
an animal.
years.
Okay, let's say he didn't have these restrictions on his sex life. Do you think he'd still be in a drought?
No. I think he's imposing too many restrictions on himself.
Cobes,
I think he's not thinking outside the box enough.
you got to stop putting up walls, man. You should be tearing
Look,
down them sugar
once you're hitting 4-year dry
You
spell,
aren't
fuck a
even
dead
the
girl.
real
Just get the
DP,
juices
blocked
flowing
from
again.
my reality. Poot 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 poot.
Plus,
Damn.
YouTube poop his videos to make him look like a fucking person he's not. And when it doesn't,
I think we could hit 50% before the end of this stream.
Never-ending dry spell. Never-ending dry spell.
Look around.
work and we get our asses arrested or harassed because we went too far with it.
I hope no one shows this video in full and makes me look like a weirdo.
No, you go to the customized girl t-shirt store, King Cobra's Fang, you'll see it.
Lit.
The only reason
I hate
customized
it. I hate
girl
it more
did
than
not
anything.
allow me to make that shirt is
I'd
because
buy
it
a
had
better not get lathed shirt.
the word pedo or killing or shooting or that kind of thing on it.
Yeah, will he get laid or get lathed first?
He'll get lathed.
I think he might get lathed.
And
I'm going
customized
to try and get him laid before he gets lathed.
this girl wants to make family-friendly merch.
I've heard he doesn't even do the lathe, that like his dad helps him out with it.
His dad has been putting him on no lathe contact. His dad comes
So
over and just
even
lathes
if you have
the
a
fuck
shirt
out
that
of
says
things.
"shoot your local pedophile," they'll take the word pedophile and be like, "We don't want it on our store because that's disgusting." Ew.
Maybe the shoot
I think
part
that's
was
very
also against the
and
rules.
also it's unfair to local pedophiles.
Well,
So it's
a call for violence is usually taken down
all
from
of that.
from
That whole
merchandise
shirt
stores.
is probably banned from that website. Like everything on the shirt is
It's
probably.
like if you hate
He
sickos,
should make
and you
one that
wanna
says
sell
How about
support
have a
merch,
conversation
let's
with your
find a
local
compromise.
pedophile
Yeah.
and see what's up?
Have a
It's
sexy
winner of the
one-on-one.
hardest hit.
one.
Fuck pedophiles.
Oh,
Cope
Sick
should have a
fuck,
shirt
fuck
that says
the forbidden
support your
four,
local
fuck
sexy
the
goth bad
trolls.
boy. That's
he
positive.
needs more
Absolutely.
positive shirts.
Yeah,
That's why
Positive.
people like
yeah,
my
why always
videos.
negative, Copes?
'Cause
I think
keep it
because the world's
posy.
so negatively charged against Cobes, so he turns towards the negativity. That's why I want to come into Cobes' life. I want to be Cobes' Hitch. He'll be my little Kevin James. I'll be his big bad Will Smithy.
The genie. You could be his Will Smith genie.
I will rap.
There are people in the chat saying he'll be the next Elliot Rodger.
Well, no.
I like that. I like that
think
for
he's.
him.
I don't
No,
think
that's
he's
a good
got.
look. That's
I
a
don't
good
think
look
he's
for
got
him.
killer instincts.
I don't think he's
He's
as good a
armed.
writer
We
as
know
Elliot
that much.
Rodger, but he could do the same stuff.
He likes to play with loaded shotguns while he's blackout drunk.
Yeah, so we
he
all
lives in
do.
an apartment too. He's gonna like shoot someone through a wall.
There's been so many times I've misfired in my apartment. Big deal.
That is a big deal. That's like
Happens
a
to the
very
best of
big
When you
deal.
put it that way, maybe.
Yeah,
but
that's a huge deal.
nobody's pressed charges
No,
yet.
this was the Mustang that my dad had prior
Have you
to
seen the video
conceiving
with
me.
Cobra reacting to the guy who made a video telling him to get off YouTube? It's amazing because Cobra schools the dude.
Awesome. I want to watch that. Yeah, we don't watch enough positive Cobra videos
We
on
just
here.
we just discussed how almost nothing about him is positive. It's all negative.
There's one right there that was him positive.
So before he met
That's
my
a rare,
biological
rare,
mom,
rare
Laura,
thing.
he had this Mustang. And he gave it up because the front end was smashed and he couldn't afford to pay for it.
Did you get the clip I sent you of Tim
'Cause he had
Pool
to
talking
pay
about
for
how
my
Americans
birth.
should be able to have nuclear
Like,
weapons?
You know how bad I feel about that? Wishing I had my 52 Ford pickup. If I still had my 52 Ford pickup, regardless of what Uncle Don did.
What the fuck did Uncle Don do?
You must find a way to get Cobes on the show.
He's hard to nail down.
I'm pretty sure sometime soon I'm gonna drive down and convince Cobes to be my friend.
You're still a little too like.
What, dedicated to getting good content for our fans? Yes, I am a little too dedicated.
This is
good content
dedicated
for
to
our
finding
fans.
as many scumbag friends.
I know,
as
yeah,
you
like
possibly can.
this is a Billy thing where he acts like it's just out of the kindness of his heart, all the things that he does, and it's not like a self-serving.
I am
thing
the
that
most
he's actually-
selfless. I am the most selfless person on screen right now, and Scott
I'm
saved
the
lives.
least racist person on Drunken Peasants.
If 30
I am
to 40%
very
could
selfless.
agree that this was legitimate tyranny and it needed to be thrown off, they need to have sufficient power without asking for extra permission. It should be right there and completely available to them in their living room in order to affect the change.
I believe the Second Amendment protects your right to own nuclear weapons. I believe an individual citizen in this country has a right to own a nuclear warhead.
But not a delivery device?
Oh, all of it, all of it. I think.
Tim, what about biological weapons?
Absolutely, all of it, all of it.
You know what? I like sticking to your guns, literally.
But Tim, what about biological weapons? All of it.
Absolutely, yeah. Name it.
I think that the average citizen should be able to have MK Ultra.
So he'd be okay with someone.
I think they should be able to have sharks with laser beams on their foreheads.
Some crazy person that doesn't like him shooting a nuke at him. Like
I think they should be able to have a stupid sword and a musket and a dumb guitar on the same wall.
Yep.
And that's fine. Whatever.
And plutonium.
I think it's naive to believe that the United States is always going to
She's
exist in
pretty.
these perfect 50 states under this, under the federal government that keeps expanding and expanding and expanding. And I think it's irrational
You're a member of the federal government.
for people to think that Americans are
But
just
she's one of the cool ones.
Oh, okay.
Oops.
going to
She doesn't give the paycheck back.
sit idly by while our federal government completely becomes tyrannical and out of control, like we've watched.
You're the government. You are
in the government.
To do over the past year, and no one.
It's like how Fox News tries to pretend like they're not the mainstream news, and they're still like the mainstream
Oh, I love it when
media.
Fox News says the media.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
the
like
best.
this. So she's bashing the government when she literally is a member of the federal government. She wants it to keep expanding. Oh, just to have it do things she wants. She's fine with expanding the government when it has to do with the things that meet her needs and
expanding
agenda.
it in a cool way.
Yeah.
I think this is the same talk that she was talking about the fucking Tim Pool and like a round table of big minds saying that we should be able to have nuclear weapons.
Wants violence,
Pretty
and I'll
lit.
say again, I'm completely against a civil war, even though the media tries to say I say things like that. I never do, but I do truly believe that
the
if
one
this
that happened or a new one?
I think the one that happened. I don't know.
Okay.
it's become such a broken nation, and we have one party that is trying to rule over, like the Democrats are trying to rule over Republicans.
What? We had a party that tried to just deny the results of an election and then try to overthrow the government doing that.
Yeah, because the Democrats were trying to rule over them by winning the election like a bunch of jerks. Not fair.
You cheated.
To the point where they are deciding what opinion we are allowed to say, whether we can stay on social media or we have to leave because we're spreading what they claim is misinformation. If they get to a point where
Pretty
they're
sure that's
saying
the website themselves. I don't remember them. I don't remember
No, it's
Democrats.
the federal government. It's the federal government that she's not a part of.
Right. I don't remember
That's
the
who's doing it.
Democrats. Like, I don't remember Nancy Pelosi passing a law to kick Trump off of Twitter. Pretty sure that just happened because Twitter didn't want Trump around.
That might have
anymore.
been Twitter.
Yeah.
you're going to control your what you're allowed to do with your body and what you have to have injected into your body.
Hold on though. What about the abortion laws that were passed?
No. New topic time.
Oh.
I do like how they took all the talking points that people who were pro-choice were using and just applied them to wearing masks.
Right. And vaccines and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are still anti-abortion, which is the beautiful part of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
No choice or say. They're coming to the point where
So
they're
you're
saying
pro-choice is
this
what
is
you're
what your
saying.
children have to be taught.
It's my
And
body,
parents,
my
you
choice, unless it's some other woman.
Look, man,
Then
I gotta say, you always have choice, right? It might not be choice within the law. You might be Anne Frank in a fucking attic, but you have freedom of choice, freedom of mind, and you have to find your
You might be
ways.
Steven Seagal above the law.
You might have to be Steven Seagal above the law, but you always have choice. One of the first things you should do with this choice is stop waiting for the government to fucking help you.
have no input.
Just get
or
an abortion.
Thank you. And your children essentially
Look up
belong to
penny
the
royalty.
state, like some people are actually saying out loud, and that's happening in the state of California and elsewhere. When it gets to that point,
Actually, don't do that.
you can't just accept or think that Americans
Yeah, I heard
are
you
going
can
to
get a bunch
accept
of penny
it.
royalty
That is
in
when it's
Minecraft.
okay to start saying, you know what? Just like in a marriage, I don't like the way you're treating me. You either have to change. I'm asking you to change, which is what Republicans should be saying to Democrats right now. Stop this behavior. You have to change. We all have to live here together. We should care about our country together. And if you're
You
not,
have to change.
then we
stay
need
the
to
same. Everything works out.
Exactly. Not only do we stay the same, but we move further backwards. Like,
Yeah, we'll actually go. To be honest, we're going to go a little bit crazier. but you guys have to change.
We're moving. We're rewinding on human progress.
So if we have progressives, are they the regressives? Is it the counter to that?
Actually, originally, regressive did mean someone who regressed, and then colloquially, regressive was kind of used by people who were like classical liberals. So like people who said they were liberal, but they were kind of more right. And then they started using that as regressive. But yeah, technically they are regressives. They want to regress socially.
So if there's a negative connotation for this party with the term regressive, should they start going by regarded? Highly regarded.
consider
Mentally
maybe we need to
regarded.
separate, and what does that look like?
Holy shit.
I'd fuck her.
That's kind of weird.
No, it's Scott should.
Why?
If not me, then who, Ben?
Egghead's pointing out that she's I'm not
I
a
asked
fan
you
of
that.
civil war in the same breath as saying we need to divorce from the nation. She is talking
That's
about
very funny, actually.
She's saying that it's dumb, naive for you to think there's going to be 50 states in America for much longer. I think it is naive to think that because they're going to add Puerto Rico.
Because they're going to add Puerto Rico, and we're going to have
Yeah.
51.
Yeah.
But they still can't vote. Because, I mean, obviously, come on, let's be reasonable.
They can vote if they move to the United States. They're
yeah,
born,
to the United States out of Puerto Rico.
If they're natural born citizens. Like a Puerto Rican can run for
They're
president.
natural born killers. I'm talking
Oh my God,
Oliver
in Minecraft.
Stone. I'm talking Woody Harrelson. I'm talking Juliette Lewis.
I don't
I'm
think
talking
any of them
Rodney
are Puerto Rican.
Dangerfield.
None of them.
None of them were Puerto Rican.
None of them? What do you mean?
Is John Leguizamo Puerto Rican?
I don't think so.
Wait,
I think Jennifer Lopez is.
Jennifer Lopez?
I like tacos and burritos.
Well, I'm just looking at the time.
Well, time to be.
You remember that South Park episode?
I remember it. But that was
I
That
very
was-
much remember it.
that was before podcasts were getting canceled.
Huh?
I don't want to get canceled for picking on Jennifer Lopez of all people.
I like tacos and burritos.
Her new movie "Marry Me" is coming out this weekend.
It looks so funny.
I
It
am
looks
going
so
to watch it.
funny.
I'm going to watch
Boo!
it, and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy. I want to try and go to the
Everything about it seems like it was made in 1998. It looks like the funniest movie.
It's great.
From the
Marry
plot
me,
to the
marry me,
casting to
say yes.
everything.
Marry me, say yes.
Did you know?
And then Owen Wilson comes in with Sarah Silverman, and Sarah Silverman's playing a fucking 40-year-old woman with the mind of a 12-year-old.
Did you know?
Yeah, it's the best.
Did you know that the blonde woman in Peacemaker is James Gunn's girlfriend?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
How'd she get that role?
She was in like direct-to-video release American Pie sequels, and then all of a sudden she's
What are you like in Bandcamp, The Naked Mile? Well,
One of
that's right.
those.
I can think of 2 direct-to-video American
She does
Pies.
very well. Like, she deserves to be in the show. She's a great character.
Absolutely.
Have you
She's one of
watched
the best I've ever
Peacemaker?
seen. I haven't.
It's here's the thing. It's some of John Cena's greatest television series work.
They needed someone to play like a meathead douchebag, and he plays that
He's a sweet
perfectly.
boy.
He gives everyone like a disparaging nickname. There was he was doing like show and tell for this grade school
Like
class.
F-slur, R-slur.
Well, he was doing like career day for this elementary school class, and a red-haired girl asked him a question, and he says, "Gender swapped Alfred E. Newman." Like he was calling them by their nicknames. He
I
gives
like that.
Have you ever noticed that?
I was gonna hope he
everyone, like,
was
a
gonna
different
call a
nickname.
little girl Firecrotch or something. I thought that'd be fun.
No, he's pretty safe with it, but it's all like him off the top of the head making these comments, and they just like keep them. Like they're not even
Oh, it's
scripted.
not scripted. He did that in Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
also.
a lot of it is just right off the top because John Cena is
a
like
meathead.
No, John Cena has an IQ of like 170.
I saw him do an interview that was recent because he was in his Peacemaker costume.
Yeah,
while
he
he's doing
wears
an
the
interview,
costume in
which
all
is
of his
dumb,
interviews.
which is dumb.
It's funny.
But I will say,
dumb.
someone asked him if he watched AEW, and he said, well, they were like, "You're a wrestler, so I want to ask you this question." He's like, "I'm not a wrestler. I'm a WWE superstar."
And you want to finish
I'm
the
like,
line?
Wow,
You
want
want to finish the line? You want to finish the line?
Corporate shill.
Yeah.
Do you want to
coward
finish the
piece of
line?
Why don't you
shit.
say it in Mandarin while you're
You
at
want
it?
to finish the line?
And then
he didn't
also-
just say that.
and
He
then-
finished it up with, "You've seen my matches, you know."
And then
he was being
also-
self-deprecating.
And then also, yeah, he was like, "No,
Then he
I haven't seen
apologized to
AEW,"
China.
which is a total lie.
What? He says he hadn't seen AEW.
He's a lie. He's
too
lying.
busy to watch
Dude,
wrestling.
He's too busy writing fortune cookie style tweets on Twitter.
No,
right?
John Cena is one of the
Always
most
respect.
John Cena is one of the
What?
most prolific action
His
stars of our
tweets
time.
read like fortune cookie fortunes now.
Or like 4chan
A
cookies.
good deed is
John
its greatest
Cena,
reward.
The Rock, Batista are our greatest action stars. WWF
You
wrestling.
can't even say it right.
What?
W. What the fuck is a W?
You have some weird wrestling.
I love WWE.
WWF wrestling.
I don't think it's wrestling-tism that causes you to say words incorrectly.
No, it causes you to correct me.
regular tism.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's your tism that needs to constantly correct me.
Oh, is it?
Yes, you have wrestletism.
Boys, don't fight. You're both stupid.
Yeah.
Thank you, Scott.
Look, I finally have to pee, so we have to end the show now.
Oh,
all right,
Scott. You gonna pee standing up or pee
I
sitting down?
love Stabby McHugs, the
Sit down,
person who's
baby.
always talking shit, calling someone else judgmental. We should just
Judgmental
go back.
much,
We
Ben.
should just go back and read everything you fucking write, and then we'll
Read
see who's the
every
more
message from the
judgmental
fan
one.
chat.
Like literally everything.
This is Stabby
you write.
McHugs' gimmick, though. That's what Stabby does. Stabby always backs down when we point the light at them.
Stabby gonna stab.
Stabby just stabs. Stabby be stabbing. Everybody have a wonderful night. It is so close to episode 1000.
2 weeks, baby.
I want to start hyping up episode 1000 every show.
Well, what about also the mailing, right? Like you ask people to send you stuff.
If you guys
We
want to
got
send
one
us
thing
stuff
so
to
far.
open up on episode 1000, it's going to get to the point where it needs to be sent right now. There's a P.O. box in the description.
In the description below.
We want to if you
Send
got,
me something. I'll be there.
Yeah, Scott will be there. If you want to send Scott a little tootie, he will open that.
I'll open a little tootie.
He loves a
all
little
day.
tootie.
Love a little tootie.
Scott's got a pee though, and for some reason Scott doesn't want to leave to pee. What's wrong with you, sicko? No, but everybody, we will be back again Saturday night. Saturday night.
Good night.